Oh, boy. Man, right off the bat today. Oh, man. All right, 6 o'clock. Welcome, folks. MJ and the crew, 6 o'clock at the MJ Morning Show on Q105. First of all, update on Roxanne. Roxanne, I take it you do not have a tumor. Now, did we talk about this at this time yesterday about your flashing lights? When did we first tell the audience that you had some kind of an eye issue with something going flash, 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 like jumping jack flash, like flash dance? What a feeling in your left eye.
Yeah, it was right around this time this morning because I came in and Fester wasn't here. Yes, it was right during the 6 o'clock hour. And today I drove to work and I had the whole like flash, 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 what a feeling, laser light show, fireworks at Disney World out of the left side of my eye. But because I know what it is now, then I was totally calm. Like yesterday, internally when I got to work, I was a mess.
Well, because you had Googled your symptoms and you're coming up with the worst possible stuff. I mean, brain, what was the list of potential ailments that you had?
Stroke, brain tumor, or detached retina, that's a little bit more of a possibility. But still, those are all the really bad things that Google tells you might have going on if you see flashes out of the corner of your eye.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
All right, so we had Dr. Chuck Slonim, the official ophthalmic surgeon of the MJ Morning Show, on the program yesterday. You know, I say program. You ever notice there are people say program? Program, like P-R-O-G-R-U-M, program. What the hell's a program?
They need to get with the program.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, some people, it's program, P-R-O-G-R-A-M. But if you listen, even like some announcers will say, you're listening to the so-and-so program. What? It's not spelled P-R-O-G-R-U-M. It's program, not program. All right, anyway, where was I?
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Oh, your brain tumor. All right, so we had Dr.
I think I have one now.
Well, get with the program.
Stop it. All right, so we had Dr. Chuck Slonim on, ophthalmic surgeon extraordinaire on, and he said, let's get you checked out right away, get you to a retinal specialist. And I don't think he thought that you had a brain tumor. In fact, he said
it's not a tumor.
Exactly. And you went to see a doctor that he immediately set you up with yesterday afternoon. And what did they determine?
That it is a separated vitreous. So basically, you know the fluid, or excuse me, the jello-like substance in your eyeball to make it an eyeball?
Chuck was talking about that.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's Jello.
Yeah, yes, jello, exactly. And so that it's called the vitreous.
Yeah.
And as you go through your life and get older, it turns more liquidy.
No.
And then it peels off. It's almost like wallpaper. Well, actually, picture jello.
Peels off like a cutie?
Yes. Okay.
Peel it easily like one of those little cutie mandarins or something?
Kind of. But you know, when you picture jello in a cup and pictures start to liquefy, then it peels away from the edges of the cup. So you can eat it, I guess, but you don't want to eat your eyeball. But in any case,
what the hell?
Or your eyeball liquid film.
What the hell?
But it's okay. It's okay. You want it to happen. I think mine happens kind of suddenly because I did some exertion on Friday, and the doctor said that absolutely could have made it pop off. But he showed me the pictures of it, how the right one is normal and the left one, the vitreous is separated.
What's the diagnosis, prognosis?
Listen, everything Dr. Slonim said was 100% accurate.
Yeah, because he's a doctor.
Yeah, because he's an eye doctor.
Yeah.
So,
he's not just your average run-of-the-mill eye doctor.
Boy, does he know his eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what's the diagnosis, prognosis?
The diagnosis is I have to go back in a month to make sure, this is the scary thing, as this has separated, you have to make sure, like picture it's wallpaper, the vitreous is wallpaper peeling off the wall. That's fine. No big deal. It happens to everybody.
But wallpaper that's peeling off the wall doesn't glue itself back by itself.
No, it doesn't have to go back.
Okay.
It's done. Goodbye. My vitreous is separated now. I've passed that stage of my life. I'm going to live for the rest of my life without a left vitreous connection.
Are you getting letters yet from AARP?
I
It's like when you lose your spleen.
No, seriously. I thought about that yesterday. I was like, should I really have even brought this up? Because all this is indicating is that I'm getting old.
Right.
Why didn't I tell everybody I just saw gray hair or something like
But
that?
what about the flashes? When do the...
Yeah.
When did the flashes go away?
Well, they were full effect this morning on my drive-in.
Oh, really?
And so...
Like the northern lights in your eyes?
Yep. Just real pretty laser lights.
Or like a sparkler?
No, not a sparkler, because a sparkler is consistent, but this is just like a...
Was it happening on the bridge on the way in? Really?
Yes.
You sure it just wasn't the police cars off on the side of the road?
There were like 6
slowing
police
people
cars.
down for the for the construction workers?
They got somebody. After you passed by, when I came by, they had someone pulled over.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone speeding. In any case, I'm feeling good, and what they have to make sure is when that wallpaper peels off, the vitreous peels off, that it doesn't yank down the drywall, which is your retina. If that happened, that's bad. That's why I have to go back and make sure it's just peeling how it should.
Now, did the doctors use all of these like decoration and construction elements as a descriptor? Because you're talking about wallpaper, you're talking about drywall. What about caulk? Was 30-year caulk ever mentioned?
The lasers.
What about spackle? Did spackle ever come up in the conversation?
No, I'm a big analogy and metaphor person. So he did the Jell-O stuff and he did the wallpaper stuff, but I'm adding on the drywall.
What about joint tape? Did joint tape ever come up in the conversation?
No.
He did give her a gift card to Home Depot on the way out. By the way, if you want to redo your bathroom, use this.
This could be the second day in the row where I overuse this. Roxanne's eyeball is falling apart, and to repair it, come to the Home Depot. On sale now, it's joint tape, spackle, drywall mud, and all kinds of crap to reattach your wallpaper and patch your drywall. It's at the Home Depot, where, what is their slogan? What is their thing?
Where doers
get
more done?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Maybe.
That's just right.
Anyway, and then Fester's a total moron. Fester, you realize you're an imbetard. You're an imbecile,
Hey,
right?
Life happens, pal. Life happens.
All right, wait till you hear what happened to Fester. Now, we got to talk about your eye with the later crowd, because there are people that are listening in a couple hours from now that, we got to fill them in.
Yeah, they weren't able to sleep last night. They were.
And then you're not going to believe what happened to Fester. Fester, dude, you are an irresponsible individual.
And the breaking news there is what?
Okay. All right, hang on. Why is Fester irresponsible? You'll get a load of this next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Just getting rolling here on a Tuesday morning, 6:08, and Pat has traffic.
Bad way to start a Tuesday morning.
MJ Morning Show, it's Q105, 620 here on a Tuesday morning. So, why is Festa stupid? Why are you stupid? Where did that come from? Why does it sound familiar to me? That sound, that cadence, the voice impression. You stupid. What's that from?
I can't place it specifically.
But doesn't it sound familiar?
Yes.
At first, when you said it, I thought you were doing it a different kind of voice. I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That doesn't sound really.
No, the first one you
You
did.
stupid. That's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
movie.
Yeah.
You so stupid.
What is that
movie
from?
Is
It's
that? I don't know.
drive me
I'll never
nuts.
figure it out.
Anyway, MJ Morning Show, Roxanne with her eye issue, but she feels much better because of the diagnosis and the hopeful prognosis. If you missed it, we did open the show with that. We'll get to it later on. So what are these noises? Jesus.
Hacking up something.
Professor, are you all right?
Get a little hacky.
No, but it wasn't. It was just I heard something metallic. Did you clink something?
I don't think so, but
All right.
maybe I did.
Anyway.
Who knows? Sorry.
All right. So, Roxanne, I got Fester hacking up something over here. I got Froggy. You just let out like an exasperation before Mariah Carey is going do. Before she wrapped up, I heard you go.
That's usually how I react to Mariah Carey's high-pitched voice.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with himself or the show.
I just never realized how aggressive those pitches were, I guess, when I was younger.
Yeah, what happened?
They are a lot to deal with.
Those are very aggressive high pitches. You're correct.
Hey, Tommy, can we end the song with me going...
Dogs.
Okay.
Dogs are freaking out.
You're talking about when she was married to Tommy Mottola.
Yes. I mean...
the big-time record executive, right?
Can you go a little higher, please, Mariah? Jeez.
Can you break the glass in the
It's
studio?
outrageous. But yeah, that was just my...
That was a $12,000 studio window.
Come on, Mariah.
All right, so Festa, why is Festa stupid? Dude, I just posted your pictures you sent me on my Instagram. Hey, Andrew, can you do me a favor? Can you grab my Instagram post and put it on stories mentioned on the MJ Morning Show? So if you go to my Instagram, folks, that's Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. If you don't use Instagram, Andrew will have it posted shortly on mjmorningshow.com in the stories mentioned. So we'll put the link up in just a bit. So Fester, I just posted 7 photos that he sent me. Fester had a lovely encounter yesterday with the Florida Department of Transportation. That'd be the FDOT.
Yeah.
Road Rangers, because Fester had some auto issues. So Fester, and this is Fester's brand new old car. Fester's new, well, it's new to him, 2010 Cadillac DTS, after he trashed the 2004 Lincoln Town Car by making an ill-advised transmission oil change or transmission fluid change. And then he changed the blinker fluid, which that's a whole different story.
I don't appreciate you saying I had several mechanical issues. I had one mechanical issue.
I don't think I said several
You said,
issues.
you had several.
No, I said I put several pictures up.
Anyway, I had one particular thing that caused me to meet the FDOT guy.
And this is stupid.
All right, I can't have you say that
You
again.
stupid.
I will leave if you keep doing that.
Yeah.
Wait, if I say, you stupid.
There it is. Goodbye. See ya. I mean, that's insane.
You're going to walk out of the studio.
It's really.
All right.
I mean,
It is a lot.
I mean, it's almost cancelable.
I'll stop. All right. So, Fester, why do you tell everybody, tell the early crowd at 624 exactly why you had an encounter with the FDOT Road Rangers?
all right. So after the morning show, I went out to General RV where I work, and the day ends. I was there till pretty late, and my car says low fuel.
Okay.
Low fuel. Now, it said low fuel several times since I've owned it.
Okay.
I kind of judge how long the low fuel lasts. It doesn't give you a mileage countdown. The Lincoln would give you a mileage countdown all the way to 0.
I know all about that because I'm on the Howard
Right.
Franklin Bridge with you as this thing's ticking down to 0
Now-
as you drove me home one day.
The Cadillac, once you're under 50 miles, just says low fuel. Doesn't tell you 38, 24, nothing like that.
Yeah, so
Even if it's
when
not
it said low fuel, you wouldn't stop in lovely Sefner to grab or Dover to grab some fuel as you get on I-4 westbound to 275 northbound to go home to Lutz, where you live?
Listen, my favorite gas station on I-4 is the Travel America, the big truck stop.
Okay.
I hang out with the truckers, pick up some beef jerky.
How about some meatloaf at the lunch counter?
Yeah, a lot of lizards.
Do they have a lunch?
They do not.
They don't have a lunch counter there?
Neither does the Flying J across the street.
What happened to the good old greasy spoon trucker lunch counters? What's going on?
They do have a little theater or a TV room for truckers, which I've stopped and watched a couple of TV episodes.
Wait, you leave work and you stop in the trucker's TV room?
Well, I mean, if I have time, if something good's on TV.
What do you mean?
Sit with the
If you have
truckers.
time?
You've never sat with the truckers in a truck stop? Anyway, I was like,
No,
you know what?
I've never sat with the truckers in a truck stop.
So I see it says low fuel.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I'm going to tempt fate, and I'm going to see if I can get all the way home with my car saying low fuel.
No.
And where was the needle?
No.
Where was the little gas needle where it's like F for full, and then you get like 3/4 of a tank, you get the half a tank, you get... where was the needle? How was it on E?
Below, like dead. Like as low
So-
as it goes, it goes.
So your car is on below E. You have the warning light that says low fuel,
Yes.
and you decide, I'm just going to drive. I think I can make it.
Well, it's 4 miles.
What's 4 miles?
To Travel America from the exit that I use. I'm on McIntosh when I get back on Interstate 4.
Right.
The next exit is the Travel America, 4 miles. So I'm thinking, I can make 4 miles. No problem. Probably have 8 miles.
Yeah.
4 miles.
I probably have 28 miles.
You always think you have
I
more.
probably can make it all the way across the Sunshine Skyway.
Okay, so I wasn't that aggressive, but I was like, I could make 4 miles.
I can get to Palmetto.
And, have the radio on, have my windows down. I'm bopping along,
Yeah.
oblivious to everything.
What'd the car feel like when it ran out of gas?
It just everything shuts down.
Yeah.
You can't turn, right?
The engine still, the functionality still worked. The gas pedal stopped. You
Really?
Just put your foot on the gas.
What do you mean the engine still worked? If you're out of gas, the engine doesn't work.
He means the mechanics.
The functionality of it. I still
The functionality is it needs gas to function for the cylinders to go to give you horsepower to turn the crank to deliver power to your rear wheel drive.
I didn't make it. Just silently shut off. It just stopped. There was no.
Did the steering wheel lock up like you couldn't turn?
How'd that
No,
happen?
because you still have. No, because I was in drive. I wasn't in park.
When I ran out of gas in my truck, my steering wheel locked up.
Yeah,
I couldn't even turn.
No, I was able to. I coasted for like, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile.
You coasted and you were driving what, like 70, and then
Yeah.
you coast to 0 and then pull over on the shoulder?
Once I got to like 40, I just rode it out on the shoulder. Once
Smart.
once I started getting, because I'm on the interstate, and I was luckily in a patch of interstate where I was by myself.
Jeez.
And
All by yourself on I-4?
in a patch of interstate when I was by myself.
All by yourself. No cars in sight.
Let me tell you,
It was like deserted. It was like a zombie virus.
all right, I can tell you firsthand from the time that I spent sitting on the side of the
Right.
interstate, there are stretches of very dense traffic, and then there are several seconds of
Okay.
no traffic. So I was nobody was within 200 or 300 yards in front of me or behind me.
All right, you're out of gas. Fester's tempting fate. Oh, how far could I drive on E? Fester runs out of gas, coasts off to the side.
I was going to the Travel America. It's not like I was tempting fate driving all the way home.
You're
or
tempting fate. Anyway, so you coast, you pull over on the shoulder, and you finally come to a rolling stop on I-4 westbound.
Yeah.
And where was it? Between what exits, or where did you run out of gas officially?
anything. Between exit 10 and 14.
So what is
right,
it? I know the names.
right in front of the Gator Ford dealership.
Oh, great.
Yeah, right where Gator Ford is.
Right, yeah.
So I get a lovely view of the Gator Ford people.
That's where those cars, remember they were driving crazy fast?
Yeah.
Remember the car went airborne?
Yeah.
Remember, didn't I think that ended badly for some.
casualties,
Yeah. All right,
So-
go ahead.
All right in front of Gator Ford. I'm well off the interstate. It's not like I stayed on the asphalt lane where cars are still whizzing
I
by.
got you. All right, so
I'm in the grass.
so you're out of gas. What'd you do next? You're out of gas.
I pull over in the grass, try to start it up again. Nothing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because you're out of gas.
Right, I
What
know
do you think?
this.
Suddenly gas was going to just appear?
Maybe like a cup worth just jostled something.
Okay.
Have to call star 34 or pound 347
Which is FHP.
FHP highway. That's the road ranger number. You call FHP, and I guess they dispatch road rangers.
Jeez. So Fester had to utilize the fabulous services of the Road Rangers yesterday.
Yeah.
I've posted the pictures, 7 pictures of the Road Ranger showing up. Here's a pose of Fester next to the Road Ranger guy. I got a picture of the Road Ranger pouring gas into Fester's car. Do they charge you for the gas?
No.
They got to charge you 3 times the price of gas. When you run out of gas and it's completely within your control, if your car breaks down, you throw a rock, whatever, your car, that's a whole different story. You run out of gas, they ought to charge you 10 times the going rate for a gallon of regular gas. So how much gas did he put in your car?
Half a gallon. Half of that container that he has right there.
It looks like a gallon container.
But it wasn't completely full. So maybe like 3/4 of a gallon.
Or 2.5, I don't know what it is. All right, so he gives you a little bit of gas.
Yep.
And was that enough to limp to the Travel America to fill up, or did you stop at a closer place?
No, the next exit coming up is where the Travel America is. Here you can see the car lot of the Gator Ford.
Yeah, I see that.
Here's their big sign.
Anyway, folks, I've got a slideshow, 7 pictures of Idiot Fester running out of gas on the side of. Look at Roxanne shaking her head over here.
Well, I'm shaking my head, but that could have been me yesterday too.
Oh,
so
jeez, I got a bunch of reckless drivers on staff.
I was something happened. Yeah.
Kevin's the road ranger that came by. He's been a road ranger for 18 years.
Kevin, I'm sorry you had to deal with Fester yesterday.
He's not sorry.
You should have charged him for the gas. Should have asked for a credit or debit card or cash.
I slipped him a 10 spot.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
I said, hey, Kev, thanks. And he's like, 10 spot. You can break down any time. Like, oh, no. Here's a good guy.
Anyway, if you want to see the pictures of Fester disabled on the shoulder on I-4 running out of gas, go to my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. My Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And you'll see the slideshow. 7 pictures. Check it out. Thanks, Road Rangers, for assisting Fester. When we get back, man, you could have been in Morons in the News. When we get back, Morons in the News on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Hey. Here we go, 6:40 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew, Roxanne and Froggy and Fester, and the early morons in the news. No shortage of this stuff every single day. Hey, I saw this item about a guy in South Carolina. He robbed a convenience store using a Nintendo duck hunt pistol. Can someone explain what is the Nintendo duck hunt pistol?
I think I can explain.
Yeah. Froggy's the official gamer here on the MJ Morning Show. Is this like an accessory item that you use for shooting games, or
It's like the first Nintendo that came out came with two games, Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt.
And they gave you like,
and you had a little pistol, a Nintendo pistol, and you'd shoot the ducks at the TV. And
that sounds high tech and exciting.
It's the old. I mean, it came out in the 80s.
Oh, did really?
I'm telling you, it came out with the first Nintendo system. Everybody had it. It was a little gun that shot a sensor at the TV.
Why is a 25-year-old guy using a Nintendo duck hunt pistol from the 1980s?
He's probably had it forever.
To rob, what, did he pick it up at a yard sale?
I don't know, but duck hunt was super fun.
Yeah, he found it in Grandpa's attic or something.
Fester just brought up an image of the duck hunt pistol, and who would think it says Nintendo on it?
It's like gray and orange.
Like gray and orange.
Yeah.
It looks like
I had that. That thing's awesome.
It looks like there are two versions. There's one that's more orange with some tan.
All right, that one looks like a handgun.
No, it doesn't.
No, the one that you went back. If you go back one, that one Okay, that's not a.
No, that's a joke. That's a real.
Okay, that's a real.
That's a real Glock that somebody made look like a Nintendo duck. They colored a Glock to make it look like a Duck Hunt.
That's not
Nintendo.
safe for kids.
No, it's not.
No.
Blow out your TV.
It's like a Glock 19 made to look like a Duck Hunt. Listen to the story here. South Carolina guy has been cuffed and stuffed, hit with armed robbery charges after he held up a convenience store using the Nintendo Duck Hunt game pistol. David D'Alessandro, 25. He entered the Quick Stop store in Sharon, South Carolina last week, flashed the toy gun at the cashier, demanded money. D'Alessandro was dressed in a wig, mask, and hoodie and had spray painted the video game pistol all black.
Oh, okay.
So it looked more realistic.
Oh, no.
When he lifted his shirt to reveal the fake gun jutting out of his waistband, the clerk removed approximately $300 from the register and handed it to the robber, who fled the store. Deputies soon found he was just down the street from the Quick Stop in the parking lot at the Dollar General. According to the sheriff up there in York County, South Carolina.
There's rat.
Have you ever played Duck Hunt?
I don't think so. We never had Nintendo. Oh, jeez.
Oh, listen to that. Do, 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 do. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, I feel like I'm 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the dog picks up the duck.
Feel like
So
I'm-
you shoot it with the gun? Is it fun? Look how fun.
Dude, how remedial is... I guess there was Pong at one point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, this came out in
I
85.
see that.
It was fun.
And that's all you do.
That's it?
That's it. It's a game. Ducks. The dog jumps in the grass.
My God, I'd be bored of this in 5 seconds.
Not if you're 8.
I mean, plus you're playing a buddy and there's a competition all of a sudden. Now suddenly it's a drinking game.
Anyway, hey, Fester sent me this story last night. He's like, movie money. I still have those hundreds you gave me.
Yeah.
I still have some of those. Dude goes to a yard sale, speaking of yard sales, and passes off phony money, but it wasn't like a counterfeit bill. It was movie money. There is money that is printed, and it says on the money, for motion picture use only, and they make them look somewhat like real money, but, there are all kinds of messages on the bill, sample, copy, for motion picture use only. And a lot of times when you see a lot of money being used in a movie, it's this movie money. There's a company that prints up this movie money. And this happened in Texas. A $100 bill was passed off. Someone goes to a yard sale over the weekend. This is Kerrville, Texas, and somebody uses movie money. This is prop money for the movie and TV industry. And they use that to buy something at a yard sale. And they then got change in real money and left these people, these unsuspecting, people at a yard sale that they're holding a dummy bill. And the reason why I bring this up is because Fester was once an extra on the movie The Punisher.
Yes.
Oh, that's
When-
right.
His back neck fat was.
When The Punisher shot here in Tampa Bay. What year was that, Fester?
Oh, was it
2003, maybe?
yeah, 2003, 2004 maybe? I'll look it up.
Yeah, Fester was chosen as an extra.
And that was John Travolta, right?
Yeah, John Travolta
Yeah.
was in town for that.
He was my co-star, yeah.
Fester was in a Travolta movie.
Yes.
That was back in the Weekdays, right?
He looked good. He had a good wig.
Yeah. And listen, I think John Travolta with no hair right now. I think John Travolta bald. I think he looks great. I don't think John Travolta's ever looked better.
He's so
I think-
handsome.
I think John Travolta looks amazing these days. He should have ditched that phony wig deal a long time ago. Anyway, so Fester was in a vault scene. Wasn't that shot in downtown Tampa?
It was. There was a bank. There was a bank that's no longer used as a bank, but it was like an old bank, and they had this big vault.
Hold on, is that where I shot the ATM cash promo with Shorty Shane?
I don't know.
Was that the vault? The old Federal Reserve vault downtown?
Yeah.
You guys were in there.
It was down. It was like down a flight of stairs.
Nah, this is on the main floor, the vault.
I don't know. It's been a long time.
All
I
right,
don't remember
anyway,
that well.
So Fester, how'd you get that gig anyway? How were you chosen as an extra?
They were looking for extras, and it was Dave the Dwarf and I went down there.
Right.
And they shot a couple of scenes with Dave the Dwarf, of which they used none, unfortunately.
Dave the Dwarf got totally cut.
And they had me for a casino scene, and you could see like the back of my head fat.
Yep.
And this
So
casino
Fester made the cut, but all you see is the roll of hot dogs attached to the back of Fester's head. It's those rolling little fat ripples, and it looks like a pack of ballpark franks.
Right.
Delicious.
And they look great on screen. On
You
the
know,
big screen.
you know those ballpark franks?
Yeah.
They plump when you cook them.
So
Didn't you go to the movie sneak?
then I went to the
Walk the red carpet with your interviewer. Was like, turn around, let us see the rolls. Let us see the rolls.
I didn't go to the
Let
premiere.
me touch your fat rolls on the back of your head and neck.
They asked for the autograph of my fat rolls.
Right.
Anyway, then they said, "Hey, can you stick around? We might need you for another scene." So I stuck around for that, and it was just on the ground, hands and knees, just loading money in bags
In a bank vault.
Right, and I don't think they used that scene in the movie, but they shot a lot of stuff they didn't use.
And they had piles of this movie money, and Fester grabbed a whole handful of the movie money and brings it back to the radio station, brings it back to the MJ Morning Show the next day, and he said, "Hey, man, here's some," and they were $100 bills.
Yeah.
And it said, "For motion picture use only," and I still have them. I still have my movie money that you gave me. You gave me like, I don't know, 5 bills, and I still have them.
But that was obviously a fake. I was looking at it a couple months ago, and I was like, this is obviously fake money. Now they have copy money or play money or movie money that looks so much more realistic.
Yeah, it does. And, but it says for motion picture use only. And then this guy goes to a yard sale in Texas and buys stuff, gets change in real money, and leaves these schlubs holding the bag with a phony $100 bill. So, listen, you just got to check the money. Make sure it doesn't say for motion picture use only or movie money. And you can get this stuff not just in hundreds. You can get it in 50s. You can get it in 20s. I believe you can buy it in all denominations. So, whatever you do, don't get screwed over by accepting some phony cash.
You know how much stuff you can get from a yard sale for $100? We probably cleaned them out.
Yeah, for real.
But he also got change, apparently, and they gave him real money change.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
He buys $3 worth of stuff. He's like, can you break 100?
Oh, so did you hear what happened in Shorty Shane's neighborhood?
I know.
My gosh.
His new neighborhood?
Shorty Shane left St. Pete. And, he was getting harassed by some guys in St. Pete.
That's right.
By a bunch of teenagers were harassing him. He leaves St. Pete, and he moves into a neighborhood where right next door they kick the door in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, yeah. So Sheriff Judd's going to join us next, and we'll have Shorty Shane on later this morning as well. What's going on? Can he not catch a break? Holy, but geez, come on. All right, so we'll get into that. Grady Judd will join us in minutes, and they're looking for these would-be home invaders that bashes in a door at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you don't know the story, you got to hear it, and it's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Hey, we've had some bad weather lately. Fester and Roxanne and Froggy, 7:02 now here on a Tuesday morning. Fester, my phone blows up yesterday.
Yes.
And people are texting me. I get some direct messages on Instagram, and they're like, hey, Shorty Shane was just on Channel 8, just on the news. I'm like, what's going on? So I call Shorty Shane. I'm like, dude, I'm getting, notes and messages. People are saying, hey, they just saw you on Channel 8. And you were interviewed, what's going on? And he fills me in that he left St. Pete. And we'll get Shorty Shane on later on because we'll talk about this again. And he's available a little later on. So Shorty Shane leaves St. Pete. And, there were a bunch of punk kids that were harassing his house and where he lived with
his folks.
Yeah, he lived with his parents.
Yeah, he told us all about that.
Yeah, we had him on the air. He was talking about this. He's getting harassed by these punk kids. So he moves to Lakeland, this nice community in Lakeland, and it turns out there was like a 3 a.m. home invasion, like right next door to him. And then Channel 8 is interviewing Shorty Shane, and Shorty Shane's, photographer guy. What's his name?
Cash.
Yeah, so Cash does all of Shorty Shane's videos and took pictures of Channel 8 interviewing Shorty Shane. And of course, Shorty Shane stands about 3 feet tall. And you got Jeff Patterson, the reporter from Channel 8. He's down on his knees holding the Channel 8 microphone in front of Shorty Shane's face. It's just hysterical. Joining us right now is Sheriff Judd, Sheriff Polk County. Sheriff, welcome back to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, how are you today?
Pretty well. Did you see the Channel 8 piece by any chance?
Well, no, I didn't.
Yeah, Shorty Shane is a friend of the MJ Morning Show. He appears all the time. He's a new Polk County resident. He moved from Pinellas, and now he lives in Polk. And it turns out that home invasion 3 a.m. door kick-in deal was right next door to him.
Well, do you know what? We're after those folks, and we need some help from the community because we don't know if they got the wrong house or if there's some nefarious conduct we don't know about. But what we do know is there were 3 11-year-old children asleep when they kicked the front door in. And the one kid is screaming and crying all of a sudden. One of the burglars looks at the kid, turns around to the other guy and says, hey, these are kids. And then they turn and run, so they don't steal anything. They don't stay there. So what were they after? And that's why we need someone's help in the community.
All right, so this is the Copper Ridge subdivision. This is North Lakeland, Copper Ridge, and 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, there's also a curiosity here, Sheriff, in the fact that I thought I read that there were 3 11-year-olds asleep,
That's correct.
But there were no parents in the house?
No, the parents had disappeared for a period of time. But, they're 11 years old, so theoretically they're old enough to watch themselves for a period of time.
But that's a little odd, though. Listen, I got to be honest here. You got a door being kicked in at 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
By a bunch of thugs. You have 3 11-year-olds. Were they friends or were they triplets? Do we 3 11? I mean, we got 3 11. I'm thinking, were they related? 3 11-year-olds?
Well, I think what happened, the parents figured if you added their years together, they were 33, right?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But it was friends and brothers. And here's an interesting part about it.
Yep.
This thing actually occurred about 2:23, but they didn't bother calling us until like 3:10. Do you know why?
Why?
Mom was worried. Oh, am I going to be in trouble for letting these 11-year-olds stay here by themselves? In the meantime, our burglars are getting away from us. So it just makes it that much more difficult. But my detectives, who are the very best, are all over this thing because we want to know why anyone is kicking anyone's door in at 2:23 in the morning. I got to tell you, someone kicks my door in at 2:23 in the morning, I'm going to smoke them like a Christmas turkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wait. I think I have an audio bite from you on Channel 8. And I think, let me play this audio bite. This is Sheriff Judd on Channel 8 story last night.
Well, it's dangerous for the ones who kick the door in. I can tell you, if you kicked my door in the middle of the night, I would kill you graveyard dead.
All right, so wait a minute.
Whoa.
So we've got kill you, smoke you like a Thanksgiving turkey, and then also kill you graveyard dead.
That's right. Or a Christmas ham. I'll shoot you like a Christmas ham.
That's right.
Yeah. But you're not coming in my house. I mean, and the good news is those 11-year-olds weren't hurt. The good news is whatever those burglars were after, it wasn't 11-year-old kids, or they'd had 3 of them.
All right. Now, the question is, Sheriff, 2:23 in the morning, the initial attempt to kick in the door, and they kicked I think they made several attempts to kick in the door. They finally were able to bust in. The individuals have their faces covered. It was picked up by the Ring doorbell camera that the family had. But did I hear that your detectives think that this might have been targeted and not random?
Oh, I don't believe it was random. Now, they might have gotten the wrong house in the middle of the night, but I don't believe it was random. They did not just wander through the neighborhood and say, oh, let's kick in this door. They were specifically after someone. Now, did they end up with the wrong house? I mean, were they after Shorty next door? I don't know. I hope Shorty has 2 things on his mind when he moved in Polk County.
Yeah.
1, get a gun and load it, and 2, register to vote. You know, then we're in good shape. But Shorty should have his gun ready, so if they make a mistake and come in his house, he can shoot them like either smoked turkey, a smoked ham, or kill them graveyard dead, whatever he chooses.
Yeah, take your pick.
You know, Shorty Shane is sort of a social media star. Shorty Shane shoots all kinds of videos. He's got millions and millions of views online. So he's a new Polk County, North Lakeland celebrity, Shorty Shane, now living in the Copper Ridge subdivision up in North Lakeland. And the typical shooting that goes on with Shorty Shane is with video cameras. So I gotta ask them. We'll have Shorty Shane on later on. I gotta ask Shorty Shane if he or Cash, his videographer, who they rented a house together, I gotta ask them if they are armed, because you need to be these days.
Sure, and it's a really, really nice neighborhood. It's not like we're in the middle of Thugville or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is a very nice area. And that's why I'm suspicious. You know, I'm always suspicious when they start kicking doors in at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Normally, they're after drugs or money, or a drug debt hadn't been paid. But so far, we don't see any of that here. But, you know, the investigation's still underway.
You know, again, before I let you go, that's the first thing. When I hear about a home invasion, door kick in 3, I think it's drug-related. So we'll see what happens, and I'm sure we'll hear about it. Sheriff, always great to have you on the MJ Morning Show.
All right, police tell Shorty to be sure and tell him shoot low. They're riding Shetland ponies, okay?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Shorty Shane is shooting him right in the family jewels. I'm telling you right now. The way he stands, Shorty Shane is going right. He's shooting low already. So it's taking out number 1 and number 2, okay?
Taking out the boys.
Taking out the boys. There you go. All right, Sheriff, thank you.
See you later.
Sheriff Grady Judd, Polk County, on the MJ Morning Show.
MJ, don't you feel like trippy kind of listening to him talk about Shorty Shane? It's like the characters on our show, like worlds colliding. Like it's like someone's writing a script for this or something. That the sheriff is talking about Shorty Shane, and he's part of our show.
Honestly, if you had to put together just people associated with this show, the strangest combination of people, it would be Sheriff Judd
and Shorty Shane.
A YouTube dwarf.
Shorty Shane.
Shorty Shane.
Shorty Shane just moves to Lakeland, and there's a home invasion.
And they're talking about him on the news.
Right next door. Oh, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So Shorty Shane, I guess there was some rumblings in the neighborhood about what had happened, and Cash, his video guy, Cash looks out the window and sees Channel 8's van outside. And they knew that there was like a home invasion, so they knew they were out there to cover the story. So Cash tells Shorty Shane, hurry up, get out there. Get in the middle of this. Get the interview. So Cash pushes Shorty Shane out the door to get interviewed by Channel 8. And then Jeff Patterson is down on his freaking knees on the sidewalk interviewing Shorty Shane on Channel 8 last night. So here's a little more audio.
Live This is News Channel 8 at 5:30 on your side.
MJ.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Lee.
And I'm Josh Benson. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Sheriff Grady Judd is asking for the public's help to identify 2 intruders in Polk County. Security video from a home in North Lakeland shows 2 masked robbers breaking in with people inside.
And then here's Shorty Shane. This is Shorty Shane getting interviewed by Channel 8.
Shane Moore is new to the neighborhood, but says it doesn't appear to be the type of place where a home invasion would happen.
Everybody here is friendly, man. We get along. We party on the weekends. We're out in the street. We're playing cornhole.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says that...
What? Play cornhole?
I mean,
Well, he's already, if you follow his Instagram, he's already friends with all his neighbors.
Wait a minute. That's the excitement in the neighborhood is playing cornhole?
Hey, cornhole's fun.
First of all, listen, you bring out a barbecue grill, have a couple of burgers, a couple of dogs, play cornhole.
That sounds like a rockin' neighborhood. Home invasions and cornhole.
MJ, aren't you, I don't mean to be morbid here, but is there any thought in your head that they were possibly going after a foreigner?
I have no what?
What are you saying?
Possibly going after Shorty?
No, because Shorty Shane would look like an 11-year-old in the bed, and they obviously left with his own
That's
children.
right.
That's true.
Good point, Detective Fester.
If Shorty Shane was in the house, it would have been 3 11-year-olds and a 4-year-old.
I mean, are the same teenagers like harassing him again?
Listen, we'll I thought of that as well. I was wondering if the teenagers from St. Pete that were harassing him, if they followed him to Polk County now. Listen, we're going to have Shorty Shane on later on. Just too early to call him at 7 o'clock. So we'll have Shorty Shane on in a bit. I texted him to see what time he's available, but we'll have him on later on. Hey, when we get back, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. So in minutes, 1 hour, 20 minutes, nonstop MJ morning show, including, I found a pretty cool list of like the top 10 one-hit wonders of all time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Top 10 one-hit wonders. That's just among all kinds of crap. Oh, also, don't be bullied. Don't be bullied. You know, the last thing you don't want to be lunch shamed. Don't be bullied. Don't be lunch shamed. Do you know what lunch shaming is?
When people pick up your food at lunch and pour milk on your head.
No. What? All right, hang on.
That's just abuse.
I'll explain next. Hang on. Loaded long hour and 20 minutes nonstop MJ morning show in minutes here on Q105. Stand by. 5, MJ and the crew here. MJ, Roxanne, Froggy, Fester. If you didn't hear the update on Roxanne's eyeball and the medical issue, we'll get to that coming up in just a bit. Also, Fester. The early crowd heard this already, but for the mid crowd, we'll get to it later on. Fester runs out of gas on I-4 yesterday and needed the help of the road rangers. I'm just totally irresponsible. I'm sorry. So we'll get into Fester's gas situation. People are like texting me, oh, yeah, that's just his ploy to get free gas, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all half gallon. All right. So, but thanks to the road rangers for helping stranded Fester on I-4 yesterday.
Listen, it could happen to anybody.
Yeah. Hey, Roxanne, you just said to me, Froggy's out of the room, Fester's out of the room, and you just said to me that you can't stop undressing me with your eyes.
Ew.
Oh, man.
What?
All right, you two cannot be left alone in the same room? Is that what
Okay, yeah, yesterday when everyone was out of the room, you asked me to squeeze your pecs. Don't deny it.
No, I didn't.
What is going on?
I didn't say what you just said.
All right, well, we both didn't say what we just said. All right, no, here's the deal. Roxanne just said to me, are you stressed? Everyone seems stressed today. Why is everyone? I don't feel stressed.
Okay, maybe it's Fester because he just kind of gave me a dirty look. But I know it wasn't his usual dirty look of like disgust with me, and more it was like a exasperation dirty look.
But hang on a minute. Why moments ago everyone's out of the room? It's just you and me, Roxanne, in the studio, and you said, "Are you stressed?"
Because
everyone's stressed. What is the? Why? I don't feel any stress in the room.
Because you are a robot. No,
excuse me?
I'm just kidding. No, because I'm a woman.
What is that? What does that mean? I'm a robot.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just a woman in this room. And so everything I do is like my feelings. And you guys are like men, tough guys. So
men,
you don't,
tough guys. We don't like show that. Emotions, tough guys.
I just felt like a thing from Fester. And so maybe I was projecting it onto you, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't project tile vomit onto me. Okay? Don't project onto me. No, I am not stressed.
Okay, maybe it's projection.
You know, there are always things that bug me, but I'm not stressed.
I mean, define stressed. I mean, I don't lose sleep over anything.
Well, okay, forget it.
I mean, and I didn't give you a glare. What was it? A glare? Would you say a look?
Well, it was like a grimace, but it wasn't your usual. Like, I'm used to all your grimaces, but this was an out-of-the-box grimace.
You know what? The shape of grimace.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Put Fester in a purple outfit. He is the grimace.
Did you hear that McDonald's is coming out with a grimace shake? A purple shake?
Really?
I think it drops like June 12th. And the thing is, it's not grimace flavored. It's just like purple and
what
vanilla.
do you think grimace flavor is?
Like maybe some kind of berry if you're going to make it purple.
Yeah, you make it like a blueberry flavor.
Oh, it's not a berry?
Yeah.
Oh,
man, that'd be great. Blueberry grimace shake.
Right?
Yeah.
But what is it? Chocolate? Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know. I love that noise.
Oh, okay.
I do too.
You didn't do it over and over again?
I just like the noise. Sorry. All right. So when do you hear they're coming out with a grimace-colored shake?
He has all the snack news.
I have a Google News alert on my phone anytime something happens in like the fast food community.
Right.
And McDonald's, they're bringing back the purple monster shake.
Was it vanilla flavored, I guess?
It's vanilla flavored. I think they just put like a little bit of like purple dye in it, and then you...
Hey, speaking of purple, you know what's amazing?
What?
Can I make a confession? I'd like to make a food confession. I used to avoid sweet potatoes. For whatever reason, I just avoided sweet potatoes. It was like sweet and potatoes. I don't like mixing sweet and savory. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I don't like sweet and savory. I like sweet separate from savory. And I guess just the name sweet potato turned me off. And it wasn't really until like the last couple of years that I started eating sweet potatoes. I'm like, oh my God, I love sweet potatoes. And if you're going to have a baked potato, having a sweet potato is just a lot better for you than having a regular baked potato.
Isn't a sweet potato not a potato at all? It's just like a root.
Is this an official Wolfgang Schmuck segment?
Yes, this is a Wolfgang Schmuck segment. So Michelle kind of gets me onto the sweet potato deal. I'm like, you know what? Why have I? It was like strawberries. Until I was like, 14 years old, I didn't eat strawberries. Why?
What?
Yeah.
Too tart?
No, because my mother had indoctrinated me. My mother never liked strawberries.
That's abuse.
My mother said that strawberries reminded her of her bulbous Uncle Arnold's nose.
Ew, was he an alcoholic?
With all the like pores and like apparently he had all kinds of pores and blackheads. And if you look at a strawberry, they can be somewhat nose shaped.
Stop it right there.
Yes.
Okay. This explains a lot.
A lot of what?
Well, yeah.
You got all your stuff from your mom, your over descriptiveness. You got that from Mama. Why is she describing a family member's appendage?
Have you ever seen his nose? I mean, she's right.
It wasn't his wiener. It was just his...
this might explain why my mom loves eggplant.
But listen, the bottom line is my... What?
Your mom loves it.
I'm just kidding. It was
that's why
a joke.
Phil's always walking around with a smile on his face.
Sorry, Mom.
It's a deep joke.
My mom hated strawberries, and that got projected onto me. So if you keep hearing as a kid growing up, Mom hates strawberries, and there are no strawberries in the house, guess what? That kind of stuff rubs off. And it wasn't until I think I was like maybe 12. It was late that I finally had a strawberry. I'm like, these are good. I like strawberries.
Now he's the CEO of Sherry's Berries.
I will like them in a car. I will like them in a bar. I will like them watching a shooting star. Yes, I like strawberries, Sam, I am. And I love strawberries.
They're all right. I'm not the biggest fan.
I like strawberries, all right? But I didn't like them. But back to the sweet potato deal and purple. Do you know where I'm going with this?
There's a purple sweet potato.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, those are phenomenal. And I think it's one of the big brands. I think it's Stokes. And I saw them at what's the market?
Grocery store?
Save a Lot?
No, not Save a Lot. What's the the more pro?
Aldi?
No, it's not Aldi or Save a Lot.
Where? I don't know.
It's
Ollie's.
What? No, what's the one on? Why am I drawing a blank on the name? It's the small grocery store chain. It's
not Trader Joe's.
No, not not Trader Joe's. It's
Sprouts.
Thank you. Jeez, why couldn't I think of the damn thing?
You say it's small because it's called Sprout?
No, it's a smaller grocery store. It's
not a small store.
It's not as big as a huge Publix.
What a good name for a little store.
It's not like Winn-Dixie.
I bought the purple sweet potatoes. I think it's Stokes, S-T-O-K. I think it's one of the... And I think they're like... known as like Hawaiian sweet potato. I think they originated in Japan originally.
I see Japanese purple sweet potatoes.
Yeah, then they migrated to like Hawaii. And now I think they're grown here on the mainland. They're grown, in the continental United States. But man, they are good. And the deal is with purple sweet potato, it packs even more nutrients than a regular sweet potato, which is already good. So I'm telling you right, listen, little food tip, man. The purple sweet potatoes are fantastic.
All right, so Stokes grows their purple sweet potatoes in North Carolina.
There you go. And they are good. So a little thumbs up for purple sweet potatoes now here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, Froggy, guess what? I just got a video from Nick.
Who's Nick?
Nick Reeder from PDQ. Nick Reeder's the CEO of PDQ, Fresh Tenders, Chicken Sandwiches. And he got video of someone in his neighborhood, and they had a big bear run through their driveway last night. What is going on with all these freaking cocaine bears all over the place? Carrollwood's been overrun by these bears going through people's driveways and probably trying to go through the trash.
Overrun's an overstatement.
Listen,
there's been several sightings. Not
Lutz, Carrollwood, now
Odessa, Town and Country.
Hold on, we just talked about this yesterday. Froggy in his neighborhood, Froggy's in Town and Country, right off of Memorial, not far from Hillsborough, and his neighborhood alert on their website, they had video of 2 bears walking through Town and Country. So I'm sorry, this seems like a bear epidemic at this point.
Is Nick Reeder near Town and Country?
No. Well, hold on, sorta.
How many bears are out there? Is it a family?
No, he's in the Dana Shores area.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right down the road.
Yeah, so he's in the Dana Shores area. You got what is over there? Pelican Island,
Sweetwater.
Right? Yeah,
one of my favorite fishing spots.
It's behind the
right by Bahama Breeze.
It could have been the same bear.
It probably was the same bear.
So now
I want to take him
He
in.
just sent me video. The bear. There's a huge bear just strolling in his neighbor's driveway overnight.
Didn't black bears used to be endangered a while back? They're not now.
Well, are these black bears or are they brown
It
bears?
looks brown. I'm colorblind, okay, but it looks brownish.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the video now, and let me. You guys want to see the video? Let me hit play here, and I'll show you guys the video, and it's video from somebody's driveway.
Let me see if it's the same one from mine.
Look at this! Look at this thing! Look at that! I'm holding it up to the camera. Hey, Andrew, get this on MJTV. You got it? Look at this.
Yeah,
You
so
see the bear? Look at this
I
thing.
typed into Google bears in Florida, and there's the American black bear and the Florida black bear.
Yeah, so these are
MJ, is it the same bear?
even
What?
though they're
Hold on a
kind of
minute.
dark brown.
Wait, you going to show me your bear video? Hang on a minute. Look.
Is it the same? Let's see.
Hold on. You know, it might be the same bear.
These are Florida black bears. They're not very large bears.
Right. All right. Look, we're looking at Froggy's looking his. I'm looking at Froggy's video. What do you think?
Rewind it.
You think it's look?
Could be.
All right. There are no brown bears in Florida. There are only black bears.
Yeah. So
I think it's the same one.
It could be the same bear.
MJ, how come I've lived here for decades?
I've never heard of bears.
And not once.
In the last 2 months, we got bears all over the place. It's like the bears,
right?
That's the same bear, and I'm starting
Where's
to feel
my
bad.
dick guy?
Andrew, we got to pull that old SNL. The
The bears. The bears.
Seriously.
Seriously. I've been here since 1994. I never heard of bears roaming around Carrollwood,
Not
Town
once.
and Country, now Dana Shores area. I haven't heard of them. And then suddenly in the last month, I got bears everywhere. See the bad news bears.
And what kind of crap-ass trappers do we have in this town where they can catch every alligator but not a bear? Come on, guys.
Because the alligators are usually, no, you see them on land. You're right.
Man, you guys, you can't get this bear. I mean, I want him to be caught.
We need a night watch.
Taken to a safer area. I don't want him, put down or anything. He
I
hasn't
want him
hurt
to be a
anybody.
rug in my house.
That's a good-sized bear that's just cruising through the driveway, walking right in front of the neighbor's SUV parked in the driveway.
It hasn't attacked anything or anybody, right? I mean, it's a safe bear.
All right, so I watch like these wilderness shows like called Alone, where they put you like in the Canadian
The Yukon?
the brush just by yourself.
In the
and these
Canadian
guys are
brush.
they're walking around and they're pointing out bear scat left and right.
Ew.
I mean, is there any scat trails?
Hold on, you watching a show where they're just pointing out bear poop?
No, it's called Alone. It's an amazing show where they put like people
right.
all by themselves in the wilderness and they have to survive. And there's piles of bear scat everywhere. You can tell what they've been eating. Oh, this one got into a berry patch. But where's all the mess? Come on, bears.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to tell you, just a friendly reminder.
Yeah.
If you're running from a bear, do not climb a tree because they're very fast climbers.
Yeah, that was in Cocaine Bear.
I didn't see Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe someone saw Cocaine Bear and thought bears can only climb trees when they're on cocaine. No, they can climb under all circumstances.
All right, folks, don't be lunch shamed. You guys don't know what lunch shaming is, do you? And this is like turning into a thing.
I think I know what lunch
What do you
shaming
think
is.
lunch shaming is, Fester?
Whether it's at school or at your office, where you have a lunch that other people perceive as being very unhealthy. And they're like,
No.
you're having,
No. No.
all right.
Wait, we just did a segment about this.
We did?
I thought. Lunch shaming where
What is it then?
it's like when you bring a Lunchable to school and the kids are like,
Yeah, that's
you eat
what
a Lunchable.
Yeah, like
They're
something that's unhealthy, like a processed food or something that's like.
What did we talk about? We talked about the Pringles can.
We had something, not lunch shaming. We had a story where a kid brought Pringles. Like a 3-year-old the mother gave the kid Pringles to bring to daycare.
The school sent home a note.
And the teacher sent home a note. Can we try to have healthier snacks? So the mother was Pringles shamed for sending the 3-year-old with a little package of Pringles. Come on, give me a break.
Speaking of Pringles, Froggy's mother loves those too.
Who doesn't love
Yeah.
it? Good.
She loves
No.
a whole can.
Lunch shaming, I got to give a whole different scenario here. Lunch shaming, and folks, don't be lunch shamed. This is where you bring your lunch to work from home. So you make your lunch, you bring it to work, and the people that go out to lunch, they lunch shame you. And they try to peg you as cheap or uncool.
Oh,
yeah.
this is a twist.
Yeah. So it's absolutely, it's totally a twist.
All right.
That's a swerve and a half.
All right. So
It's a twist. All right. So, no, seriously, lunch shaming. This is the thing. People that bring a sandwich or lunch from home, people look down on them. That's not fair. I mean, you could make a pretty killer sandwich at home and bring it in.
Or you could make a crappy sandwich and bring it in. Who cares?
So,
Real.
MJ.
Yes.
I don't know about lunch shaming specifically where anybody's talked down to somebody, but at the RV place I work, every day there's people who bring their own lunch, and there's other people who Uber Eats it in. We get food deliveries all the time. Some people order lunch.
Do you guys ever all go out to lunch, like a clique?
No, I don't want clicky. But they spend so much money on lunch every day, 4 or 5 days a week. Lunch is $15, $20, $25 to have it delivered. And I'm like, you guys have fun with that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not an Uber Eats person. We've never had Uber Eats to the house. I've never ordered food to the house. I just don't. Oh man. So let me finish lunch shaming, and then I got a little Uber Eats thing. I'm a little aggravated with Chloe. I'll explain in a second. I had a little chatting. I had a little talking to with Chloe, and I'll explain in just a minute. So don't be lunch shamed. If you want to bring a slice of lasagna, you want to bring some leftover pasta, you want to make a kick butt sandwich and bring it from home, do it. And don't be bullied. Don't be lunch shamed. And this is sort of turning into a thing that as people are going back to work and, leaving the cocoon of their house, that for whatever reason, this is becoming like a discussion online, Reddit subgroups. My office workers think I'm cheap. They're making fun of me because I bring my lunch from home. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't give a flying crap what other people think about you. Just do what you want to do. But people apparently are being perceived as cheap and losers if they bring in their lunch from home. Hey, there's nothing wrong with going out, going to a place or having variety and going to different places during lunchtime from work. There's nothing wrong with that either. But don't give people crap. Don't look at them side-eyed if they bring in their lunch from home.
And how about the people that bring their lunch at home so they don't have to go to lunch with people from work?
Maybe that's a thing as well. Maybe you don't want to spend time. Oh, hey, thanks for the invite, but I'm just eating my lunch at my desk. I got it right here.
One time there was this guy named Monty at General RV who brought fish, and he heated up in the microwave.
Oh, stunk out the whole place. Stuck up the whole dealership?
Yeah.
Really?
So we did shame Monty that day.
Yeah.
But aside from that, no, that's wrong.
Don't be lunch shamed. I'm just telling you right now. And then Chloe, hope she's not angry I'm going to talk about this, but, Chloe is taking an online course. She's doing a Rutgers course this summer. So she's doing like a 4-credit course, I don't know what it is, but she's doing a Rutgers course, Rutgers up in New Jersey, to add to her credit pile. So she's not just sitting around like a lump. She's also has an internship, but she's also studying for the LSAT. So Chloe is actually very busy. She's doing a lot. So she was studying, and I think I mentioned this. We got a little office space, just like a little small space for Chloe to work in, away from the house. Yeah. She doesn't need to be in the house. She's studying for the LSAT. She's doing the drills. She's taking the practice exams.
She's taking the practice.
Good call out.
She's taking the practice exams. So, listen, she just needs to be in a quiet spot. So she says, "Hey, Dad, can you pick up some food for me? I'm going to call it in." And I'm like, "What do you want?" So for whatever reason, she wanted Mongolian beef from PF Chang's. Okay. Now, I haven't been to PF Chang's in a while. First of all, do you know how expensive that was?
It's good stuff.
But the Mongolian beef was $26 or something. $27.
$30 is what I was going to guess.
Talk about food shaming.
Well, I mean, I just thought that was. I'm sorry. I just thought that was expensive for Mongolian beef and some chives and then a little pile of rice. I just thought that was a very $27. I thought it was expensive. But here's the issue. This is what I had a little chat with Chloe about. Do you know how she ordered the food for me to pick up?
In English? I have no idea. How did she order the food?
Chloe ordered the Mongolian beef on Uber Eats for me to pick up.
What?
Instead of just ordering it from.
What a waste.
Well, but that's the deal, and I don't think. Listen, I'm not blaming her.
Well,
I don't think she knew, but the deal is that Uber Eats, they add a fee on top of what the price is from the actual PF Chang's menu. And I just had a conversation with Chloe. Chloe, you order if I'm picking it up, you order directly from PF Chang's themselves. You don't order through Uber Eats. And I just had to have a little conversation with her on that.
I had the same thing happen with one of my family members. I was like, I'm going to go pick up the food. We don't need to Uber Eats it. So then she goes to order it on Uber Eats still. And like half the stuff that I wanted wasn't even on the Uber Eats menu.
What?
That happens sometimes too. So in other words,
hold on. Can you say that again, please?
Okay, when you go to order on Uber Eats,
right.
Sometimes they don't let you order the same things that are on the typical menu. So you have to just call the place.
They're menu editing?
They are big time menu editing.
Really?
Yes. And I don't know why that is. Maybe there are some dishes that the restaurant chooses not to have on the Uber Eats menu.
I will tell you, I'm on PF Chang's website right now, MJ. The Mongolian beef does look really good.
It does.
Yeah.
Listen, Chloe liked it. I just thought that the price was high for $26 or whatever it was. I just thought it was a high price.
So Chloe essentially called MJ Eats.
I pick it up and I'm looking at the thing and it says Uber Eats on the little tape the little slip that's stapled to the bag. I'm like, Uber Eats.
Did you have to stand there with all the other carry-out drivers? Yeah, I got to pick up.
No, I was the only one there.
Okay,
but then I had a conversation. Chloe, don't order from Uber Eats anyway. She won't make the mistake again. She just didn't get. Listen, Chloe's a good kid. She's working her butt off right now. She's studying for the LSAT, which she's going to take later this summer. She's doing an online course. So she's busy. I got no problem picking up food, but I don't want to pay the
6%,
the jacked up Uber Eats fee.
Yeah, the 6% fee. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's 6% more than I want to pay. It was already. I already thought the dish was on the expensive side anyway. To be quite honest.
And the menu items are priced higher than direct menus.
Say that again, please.
The menu items are priced higher than on the direct menu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, that's the whole.
No. In addition to this fee that they tack on, you'll find some menu items that are priced more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's all if you do Uber Eats, everything is more elevated than if you went and ordered from the company yourself and picked it up yourself. So, all right, I have in my possession the 10 best one-hit wonders in rock music history. 10 best. And I'd love to know if you guys agree or if you disagree.
Oh, man, this is such a subjective list.
Oh, and speaking of music, Duran Duran. We've got Duran Duran tickets in the 9 o'clock hour. So we're sitting right here at 7:48. At 9 o'clock, sometime in the 9 o'clock hour, going to give away a pair of Duran Duran tickets for Amalie Arena coming up in just a short amount of time, June 17th. So just 11 days away?
Let me do some math. Hang on.
Yeah, it's 11 days.
11.
Less than 2 weeks away, Duran Duran, Amalie Arena, downtown Tampa, and we got a pair of tickets coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. All right, I have the list, and this came from one of these, music websites, whatever it was. I wrote it down somewhere. But I just thought that it was interesting, the perception of these top 10 one-hit wonders of all time. You guys ready for number 10? I feel like Casey Kasem over here.
Please.
I'm counting them down. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem. And we have the top 10 one-hit rock and roll songs of all time. And coming in at number 10, it's Listen.
Chubby girl.
Did it even have No Rain in there, Andrew? I didn't even hear. Was No Rain in the hook there?
You don't need the chorus.
No, of course I need the chorus. I don't even think No Rain was sung. Anyway, No, I didn't. It faded all by itself. I don't think No Rain was not even in there, but that was No Rain.
We all know it.
Blind Melon coming in at number 10.
So Blind Melon's blind and dead?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, say it again.
Blind
lead
Melon
singer
got-
Blind Melon, I believe, died from heroin overdose, right?
I don't know. Are you making it up?
No, you were a DJ when it happened. How do you not know?
I don't know. Type in Blind Melon heroin overdose.
It's a little triple F. That's called a Froggy fun fact.
Fester, you have any idea to search?
Yeah, usually the dead part's at the end of the Wikipedias.
Wikipenis? Is that what he said?
I don't
I said
know.
Wikipedias, not Wikipenis.
Yes, I get all. It's a cocaine overdose apparently.
Oh, no.
Yeah, was it? Come on,
It's a Froggy faux fact.
get your drug overdose facts right.
It's close.
You know what?
Froggy fumbled fact.
That's actually funnier than Froggy Fun Facts.
Froggy faux fact.
Come on. Get your drug overdose. All right.
Sorry.
So that's number 10. Coming in at number 9, best one-hit rock and roll wonders of all time. Coming in at number 9.
She just saw him, I think.
Yeah, that was Love and Rockets, So Alive.
Ugh.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that is. Wasn't it featured in a movie?
Well, I'm sure a few.
I don't know. Why don't you look that up? Let me know. Let me know if there was any drug overdoses in that band as well while you're at it.
Wacky Jackie was invited by the lead singer because he's such a groupie fan to come to their concert in Atlanta. And I'm telling
meet him backstage and everything.
And I'm like, Jackie, he wants to get down with you. And she's like, no, he doesn't.
Fester.
All right, coming in at number 8, the best one-hit wonders in rock music all time. Coming in at number and Bitch. And do you remember my relationship with Meredith Brooks?
That's the only reason why I know Meredith Brooks sang this song is because she's the granddaughter of Mel Brooks.
No, it's not.
No, you lived near her in L.A.
I lived right across the street from her.
She came
Oh,
to
that's
our,
right.
She came to our studio promoting her song when it came out.
She came to promote this song, Bitch, when we were at FLZ.
Don't call Fester that.
She came to promote the song. She was in town, and Meredith Brooks lived right across the street from me in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, in 89, 90, 91. Her boyfriend at the time was Russell. They broke up.
Russell
was a chef.
Right, yeah,
and I don't know what happened there. But she had a smash with that song, Bitch. And she was my neighbor. She used to invite me over to watch movies with her.
But the thing was, Froggy, listen, neither of them put it together until she walked into the studio. You know, and MJ's like,
exactly.
Meredith? And she's like, short guy that lived across the hallway from me? Oh, my
Hold
God.
on. She didn't say short guy. And it wasn't across the hallway.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It was across the street. But we were in houses in Hollywood, right? If anyone knows Hollywood, between La Brea and Highland, I was on Orange Avenue, just south of Melrose. And Meredith Brooks lived in a house, rented a house right across the street. I rented an apartment in a triplex house right across the street from her. We became friends.
Instantly, she recognized him and back and forth.
And then I kind of forgot all about her. And it didn't click that when the hit came out and it was Meredith Brooks and Bitch, it didn't click that it was my friend, my neighbor. And she shows up at the station and she's like, Todd? I'm like,
what?
Meredith? And she's, oh my God. And then, we had a little reunion back. When was that song out? That was
92.
Was it? No. 97? Was it 97?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so apparently it was like, and she comes to the radio station. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So Meredith Brooks, Bitch, one-hit wonder, best of all time, coming in at number 8. Coming in at own worst enemy, that's Lit.
I'd never heard of the band Lit.
What? Froggy said Lit after 2 seconds of it being played.
You guys are both saying it, and I thought you were saying, like, it's lit, like it's a good song. I'm like, look at these.
Dude, your musical knowledge is, like, below a snail.
That whole album is good.
I have no business working in music radio.
No business whatsoever.
I'm a long-form talker.
Right, coming in at number 6.
Yeah, you and Joe Rogan.
Coming in at number 6. 10 best one-hit wonders in rock and roll music history. Coming in at number 6. That's a good song. You give, or you get what you give. New Radicals. That's a good song. Remember, it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a good song.
Hey, did this story you read, MJ, ever delve into why these one-hit wonders couldn't do anything beyond their one hit? Like,
well, I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, they kind of, shot their big, talent.
In one
deal.
song.
What'd they
I'm sorry. They only had one song that
pull up.
That really, they only had one song that really punched through.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
So, hey, MJ, not to go back too far.
Right.
Remember you said Meredith Brooks had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
They were married for 7 years.
Well, I didn't. Oh, they got married.
I'm on her Wikipedia. I typed it up.
Oh, wow.
Married to Russell Jackson.
Yeah, to Russell. He was a chef.
Russell Jackson until 91 to 98.
Yeah, wow.
More than a boyfriend. Now
so they must have gotten married because I left L.A. in 91.
So they were
Wow.
they were together when you were over there watching movies at her house and stuff?
Was this around the time you didn't let Bud Bundy into a party?
That was true as well. Yeah, I didn't let him into the 1-year pirate radio anniversary party. I was the door guy with the list and the headphones.
Come on, man, I'm Bud.
Coming in at number 5 of the best one-hit wonders in rock music history. Coming in at number 5.
Something?
Deep. Yeah,
it's definitely something.
Yes, the band is called Something. Deep Blue Something.
Something, see?
Yeah, and Breakfast at Tiffany's coming in at number 5. All right, this is a good song, too. Another one-hit rock and roll wonder coming in at number 4. It's...
Flashback to her Mako's days over here.
I never went to Mako's.
I thought it was Stingers.
I never went to Mako's. I've never been there. I have been to Stingers, but I made up a dance routine to this song because I liked it so much back in the day.
Oh my gosh, you have to do it.
Hold on.
She's doing this
You
whole
have
dance.
you have a dance routine to Crazy Town by Butterfly?
Get up and do it right now.
Exactly.
You can do it from your seat.
No.
by the way.
No, you got to stand up.
It was all hands. It was all hands. She's like,
It's all hands.
When the come my lady part, she's like giving this come hither.
Okay. All right, then do it. All right, you ready?
Okay,
I'm going to
ready.
play the music again. Get your hands up into camera view. And folks, this is going to be on MJ TV right now.
This is
Thanks,
awkward.
Fester.
This is going to be on MJ TV right now. And Roxanne has some kind of like dance move to this. Here we go. Later on. It's right here, right now. So make sure you go back to mjmorningshow.com. Top of the page, click on MJ TV, and you can watch today's show, around 8 o'clock. You can watch, because it's 8:01 right now, and you can watch Roxanne doing her little crazy town butterfly dance.
I taught my kids that dance too.
Yeah.
It's
All
age
right,
appropriate.
you ready? Coming in at number 3. This is kind of a throwback. This goes back to the 60s. This is like the oldest thing on the list.
Ooh, let's see who knows it.
All right, this is coming in at number 3 of the greatest one-hit wonder rock songs in history. Number 3.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
That's Fire. That's The Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
I've never heard of either of those.
What the hell is that?
Have you heard that song?
No,
Froggy?
I haven't.
Oh, I knew the song.
Andrew, have you heard that song?
Yeah, Andrew's heard of this song, right, Andrew?
Before today?
I was familiar with the song, but it's not one that comes to mind.
Yeah, it doesn't really come to mind for me as well.
But
as
how
far
is
as
it
one.
on the list of
I don't
best
know.
one-hit
I don't-
wonders?
All right, coming in at number 2.
If we don't get Chumbawamba, I'm going to be pissed.
For that, Roxanne?
No, it's the beat's too aggressive. No,
Of course.
That's an old song.
Yeah, Black Betty, Ram Jam. That's what, 1970s?
I mean, this list
this
is
list
weird.
sucks.
This is all over the map.
This should be a list by decades or something.
Yeah.
Because
All right, and then, now, if you want Whiplash, you're about to get Whiplash. Number 1, coming in, number 1.
Can we try to guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No,
it's already on the list.
Oh, yeah.
We already said that one.
Dude,
I
what are
don't
you
know.
talking about? Breakfast at Tiffany's was number 5.
You don't know.
Chumbawamba is my guess.
Yeah.
It's not
Damn
Chumbawamba,
it.
but Chumbawamba, that is a pretty good one-hit wonder. Nope, here we go.
Aqua.
The Rembrandt.
Hello, Barbie.
Yeah.
Nope.
What was the Rembrandt thing?
It actually, it has something to do with the show, the number 1, doesn't it?
I don't. What?
No,
Right?
not really. I don't think so.
What show?
Yes, it does.
What show?
This show, the MJ Morning Show.
Oh.
Because I did I did a pair. How do you know what this is?
Because I.
No fair.
Hold on, did you look up the list?
Of course you did.
You look up the list, so you're
Just now I did.
You're cheating and you're looking ahead.
I'm not cheating.
You're
I just got
cheating.
impatient.
You're cheating.
I just logged in. I just got impatient.
Cheater.
Pumpkin eater.
Number 1 one-hit wonder.
I'm in an elderly home at this point.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 1, and of course, we did an MJ.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Fester.
I love that song.
No, this is good.
And every word of it is true. Every word.
Dominic.
Every word. Michael.
There you go. So,
Are we dropping governments now?
number 1 one-hit wonder, Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne,
Wow.
which also has the distinction of being on the list of like the worst band names of all time, named after like an ornamental fountain place in Wayne, New Jersey, called Fountains of Wayne. Seriously,
What's the matter with that?
that's and hey, in the we've talked about this before. In The Sopranos, when Tony went to the place to go get like the duck food,
Yeah.
that was Fountains of Wayne. That was actually the place where they sell the fountains and the yard ornamentals. Fountains of Wayne, which is now defunct, Route 9, New Jersey, wherever it was in New Jersey. Well, it was Wayne, New Jersey, but I can't remember the road. And that's they shot a scene of The Sopranos at Fountains of Wayne, where the band got their name. So
It'd be like a Tampa band called like Bob's Carpet Mart or something.
yeah, exactly.
Sam's Hubcap Man.
All right, we're Sam the Hubcap Man. Woo! Rock on Bush Boulevard.
Bay City Plywood, man.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man.
Still great.
I don't know what's going on, man. We've talked about this, and just when you think, hey, maybe it's going to slow down, it doesn't. But the folks on airplanes, things are getting out of freaking hand. I got a list I'll get to in a second, and you're not going to believe the rudeness. You're not going to believe what a parent let a kid do on a flight. This is unbelievable. And we'll get to that here in just a second. First, though, I'm running a little late on this, but I want to tell you about this mailbox sticker story. And from what I understand, it has not yet hit the Tampa Bay area, but I'm thinking it probably should. Are you aware of the U.S. Postal Service mailbox sticker program? It's the paw print sticker program. Do you know what this is?
I saw the number yesterday of incidents over the last year. Was it a year?
Yep.
And I was like, holy crap, that many in 1 year?
Yeah. So this is kind of coincidental because I saw this a couple of days ago. I saw this over the weekend, and I kind of just put it in my pile of things to talk about. And then yesterday, a story hits. Over 5,000 letter carriers with the U.S. Postal Service were bitten by dogs last year. Over 5,000. And then there's, excuse me, there's a whole list of like the most dangerous states. Topping the list, California, most dog bites. Texas came in second, followed by New York, Pennsylvania. You know, Florida's like, like 3 or 4 or 5 more down the list. But Florida's not the top dog bite state. But 5,000 mailmen a year getting bitten by dogs. That's a lot of letter carriers are getting, chomped on by Fido. I mean, that's unacceptable.
That almost seems like an epidemic if we lost 5,000 letter carriers a year.
What?
If we lost,
they didn't die. Well, what are you?
They're out of commission for a while. You don't just go back to work the next day.
They didn't die.
You don't go back the next day. You have to take a week or 2 off.
It's a vicious dog.
You ripped my heart out.
But that's a big number. But then this story hits yesterday. I'm like, oh man, that kind of goes, tongue and groove with what I had seen. And the U.S. Postal Service is like expanding the paw print sticker program. And I don't think it might be in Florida, but I put some feelers out to some letter carriers that I know. And like my letter carrier in South Tampa, JR, he says, no, I hadn't heard of this. So I don't think it's not in South Tampa. I don't know if it's anywhere in the Tampa Bay area. If we've got letter carriers that are listening, but there's something called the Paw Print Sticker Program. And, this was launched a couple of years ago, but it's not in every city. And what it is they put stickers, the letter carriers put stickers on mailboxes. And there's an orange sticker with like a dog paw print. Then there's a yellow sticker with a paw print. There ought to be a red sticker. I'll explain in a second. But the orange sticker means that there is a dog, an aggressive dog, or a dog that the letter carrier should be aware of. And it's sort of like the letter carriers that know the neighborhood and do the route regularly. They know where the issues are. They know the neighborhood. But when you've got like the relief carriers or the fill-ins that are filling, and that happens quite a bit, the stickers are there to let carriers know that orange sticker, there is a potentially bad dog. Bad dog! At this particular house, if the orange sticker's on the mailbox, and then the yellow sticker, so you might have a mailbox that has orange sticker, meaning bad dog here. The yellow sticker means, what do you think yellow means?
Friendly dog.
No.
Oh.
Yellow sticker means...
Oh, rabid.
No.
The dog will whiz on you.
No. No. So the yellow sticker means the house next door. The upcoming house has... So it's like
a tattletale sticker.
It's like an early warning tattletale sticker. Absolutely.
Oh, that's going to lead to some fights.
But they ought to have a red sticker. And the red sticker ought to be like, dog at this address attacked and mauled and murdered a letter carrier.
Golly, that's violent.
Yeah. Right now they've got orange and yellow stickers, but I don't know if it's in the Tampa Bay area. Hey, if there are any letter carriers that are listening, because I asked my South Tampa guy and he said no, he hadn't heard of the program here. So if there's anyone listening, anywhere, if you're in a neighborhood, anywhere within the sound of our voice, have you seen these orange and yellow stickers, or has this program not made it to Florida and the Tampa Bay area? The paw prints, orange and yellow stickers warning mail people that, hey, you got some dogs you need to pay attention to here at this address or the next address. All right, 800-990-1047. If anyone knows about this, any letter carriers listening, I'd like to know where this is rolled out in Florida, because it's in Minnesota. They have it. It's in Ohio. It's in Illinois. I mean, it's all over the country, but it just doesn't seem like it's that prevalent here in the Tampa Bay area yet. All right, 800-990-1047. A couple of calls here. And then we've got an update on Roxanne's eyeball. Now, we gave an early update in the 6 o'clock hour to our listeners We have an update on Roxanne's eyeball and what's going on with all these crazy fireworks flashes that she's seeing. So we'll get that update here in just a minute. Also, don't forget, while Andrew's screening calls, and we already have calls on hold, while Andrew's screening calls, don't forget Duran Duran tickets are coming up this morning. So it's now, 8:14. We'll give away Duran Duran tickets for the concert at Amalie Arena June 17th, and we'll do that in the 9 o'clock hour. 9 a.m. hour, your chance to call in and win Duran Duran. And I've said this multiple times on the show, Duran Duran Live is fantastic. This is a band, they're the 80s were their heyday, Duran Duran, and they still have it. They still sound good. Lead singer, the band, they are tight. They still have, they are good live still all these years later. So it's going to be a very, very enjoyable concert. Let me grab Dustin in Plant City. Hey, Dustin, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, morning. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Yeah, no, I used to case mail, or I used to do mail down in South Tampa, and what they do is they would case in cards into the addresses, and you just put them in there, and you have it written on there. That would be the warning for it. It wouldn't be like stickers, but it would be just cased in, so when you got up to the address in your mail in the truck.
Oh, you mean when you drop the lid, there's that little plastic sleeve with a paper card inside sometimes?
Well, it wasn't that. It was like every morning when you go into the post office, you go case mail, and it had all the addresses on file, and so you just fill in all the mail, like all the magazines and everything. So it'd be so as you're just going through in your mail truck, you get up to that address, and there'd be a card in that spot, so if there's any kind of warning or any kind of note you need to leave for them, and just in that position or whatever in the mail.
Gotcha. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you calling.
No
Thanks. Let me grab Daniel in St. Pete. Daniel, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hi, Daniel.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Hey, just want to let you know, I've been listening to you guys since I was in 8th grade. I'm 38 years old now. You guys rock an awesome show, dude.
Wow, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Like the other guy said before, yeah, when we go in, we case up our route, we get it all in order, in sequence order, and we case dog warning cards in. Now, I'm in St. Pete, so all of our mailboxes are by the door. So if it's on the mailbox, you're kind of already too late. You're already in their yard.
Yeah.
You're already up by their front door, and especially with the kids being out, they like to open up the door and see us. So we're actually taught to keep our foot on the door while we're delivering the mail, so that way no one can open up the door and a dog couldn't run out and get you.
Oh, yeah, the dog runs out and just, oh, my God, yeah. That's the last thing you want.
Yeah, and many carriers I've known have been bitten by dogs. They tell you in an academy that it pretty much will happen.
Hey, thank you, man. But I wonder why the orange and yellow paw print sticker program for the actual mailboxes in the neighborhood, I wonder why that hasn't expanded to Florida yet, why it's all over the country but not here.
Well, we have park and loop routes, so we're actually parking our vehicle, walking down the street, going up to mailboxes door to door. So I would think that the sticker would be a difficult warning for someone if you're already in the danger zone.
Gotcha. Hey, thank you, buddy. Thanks, Daniel, for all these years of listening. We appreciate it.
Oh, man. I'll continue. You guys are great. Thanks.
Spread the word. The MJ Morning Show's back on 104.7, okay?
Just put a little note in their mailbox.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Start putting cards in everyone's mailbox. I'll print them up. You deliver them. All right, thanks, Daniel.
You're welcome. See you guys then.
Bye-bye. All right, so there we go. The whole dog sticker deal. All right, Roxanne, ladies and gentlemen, we have a medical update because Roxanne, she Googled flashing lights in her eyes. This happened over the weekend on Saturday. She started getting in her left eye like these light flashes, like a little fireworks show.
Yeah, like I was at a lightning game. The stuff they put on the big TV thing that hangs from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like just
the jumbotron.
Thank you.
Okay,
Couldn't think of that
TV
word.
thing that hangs from the ceiling.
The hanging scoreboard thingy.
They have a special name for theirs. I forgot what it is. But anyways, yeah, I was seeing these out of my left eye to the side, like the temple side.
So it was more like peripheral vision flashing?
Yes, peripheral.
So if you look straight ahead, you didn't have flashes straight ahead. It was like you would get these flashes off to the side.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And they were more intense on Saturday. They were pretty intense on Saturday.
So Roxanne Googles this about eye flashes, and she just gets the worst possible list of ailments like brain tumor and what else?
Stroke.
Yeah,
or
stroke.
Or detached retina, which it could have been.
Right.
And I came in here yesterday morning so twisted. I mean, I was like so stressed out when I came in. I don't know if I hit it well.
No, you did. No, you were stressed out yesterday because then you were telling us what was going on, and I had arranged for us to call Dr. Chuck Slonim, the official resident ophthalmic surgeon here on the MJ Morning Show. So we had Chuck on, and then Chuck, went over the possibilities of what it could be. Chuck did say on yesterday's show,
it's not a tumor.
Yeah, he didn't think it was a tumor. So he set you up with an ophthalmologist yesterday.
Yes.
Instant appointment yesterday afternoon.
Yes, very appreciative of that. I mean, that's pretty cool, from knowing you, MJ, and just the people who listen to the show are texting me all kinds of resources and ideas as to what it might be and who I could go see. But I saw Dr. Ray's, and he diagnosed it. This is something we're all going to go through. Mine happened earlier and more severe, likely because of what I did on Friday, that exertion that I did on Friday.
You did the physical stress,
Yes.
the physical performance test on Friday.
Yes.
So you think the strain might have accelerated this flashing.
That's what Dr. Ray said. He said it's a
Okay.
possibility. But combine that with you get older and this what happens to your eyes, and the fact that my eyes are shaped like a football because I'm so nearsighted. Naturally, I had LASIK.
Hold on. Your eyes are shaped like a football, like Stewie's head from Family Guy?
Yes. A normal eyeball isn't as, like Deflategate football. That's what my eyeball is, where yours might be just a round
Wait,
eyeball.
so now you're saying Tom Brady has deflated your eyeballs?
Okay. You have laces on your eyes? Laces out.
So I went in yesterday to Dr. Ray's, and he poked around in it. They dilated my eyes, and he did all kinds of, poking and prodding and lights in it.
With like a toothpick?
No, it wasn't too
I'm
picky,
kidding.
but it
I'm
was
joking.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, but he had to do it, obviously.
Of course they got to look at your eye.
Right.
He's an eye care professional.
Yes. And so then he said that in my left eye, my vitreous has separated. So fun fact, we all have a blobby jello substance in our eye called vitreous.
Okay.
Did you say Jello? Hey, everybody, it's Bill Cosby for Jello Pudding Pop. Hey, Roxanne, I made a drink for you. You want to have a little sip of this drink?
Yeah, I'll
Roxanne?
give you some flashes in my eye.
Just a little
Come to my
sip.
place tonight.
So the Jello turns into, it kind of starts to liquefy as you get older.
Yep.
And it's like the Jello peels away from a cup. If you were, is it?
So you're not going blind?
No, I'm not going blind.
You don't have an eye tumor?
No, I have to go back in a month.
You didn't have a stroke?
Just like Dr. Slonim said, it was very important that I went in yesterday, because sometimes when that happens suddenly, it could mean that it's going to yank your retina down with it. And that's where you get a detached retina. But that didn't happen. And MJ, I'm sorry. You were like, hello, I haven't heard from you. And then even Dr. Slonim texted me, are you okay? But it was because my eyeballs got dilated. I couldn't see anything close up. So I couldn't text message anybody. So I came home and I was like, I can't text anybody. I can't see my phone. So I just didn't hit you up till later in the day, but I really appreciate it.
There's something else. Listen, it's my pleasure. If I can utilize my vast array of Tampa Bay area resources that I've built since 1994 to help out a fellow. Are you going to cry over there?
No, I was just popping my ears.
Oh, what do you want, an airplane all of a sudden? What do you?
Yeah, because you sounded like a pilot talking right now. I was like, okay, buckle up.
What do you mean I sounded like a pilot?
No, MJ, I need a guy. I need a recommendation for a procedure.
Yeah, for what?
I told you last
I stop with your little. Just stop it. I'm cutting you off. Stop.
You don't even know what it is.
I do know what it is.
Needs.
It's something I don't need to hear. All right, so moving along, Roxanne. This is an interesting segue. So you've got a problem. So we're going from your eyeball problem to your little 6-year-old daughter problem. Is she
that's
6?
a problem. She's 6.
She's 6 now, right?
Yep. She's created 2 problems in 2 days.
All right, listen to this. Maybe you should stop bringing her to house showings. How about that? Why the hell are you dragging your 6-year-old daughter to a house showing?
Are you selling your house?
I brought her to work with me on Friday. This is how we It's like a lab we live in. We bring the kids everywhere so they can learn.
Right, here's the deal. Roxanne and Big Doug, they have some rental properties. So they have several houses that they rent. And it's called Roxanne and Doug Rental Properties. So
it's really a great name.
So listen to this. And Roxanne sends me an email last night. Hey, I might have to stop bringing my daughter to our house showings for our rental properties. So let's talk about 2 things in 2 days. 2 different houses or the same house?
No, 2 different houses. We'll work backwards.
All right, go ahead. Give me story number 1.
Okay, story number 1 was last night. So we go to this house or condo, and obviously the renters moved out, so we're trying to fill it. And this nice young guy comes to look at the place, and we go inside. And first thing, because Evelyn Jade hadn't been in this house before.
6 years old, Evelyn Jade.
She walks in and she assesses it because she goes to all the houses. So there's a variety in the portfolio. You know, you've got the Davis Islands houses and then you've got regular houses. And so her standards are very high.
Right.
She walks in and she looks at the fridge and she goes, that fridge is ugly. And she said it
in front of the people?
Right in front of the guy.
So you're showing the guy in the house and your daughter says, that fridge is ugly.
Yeah, the guy's like, yeah, the kid's right. That is ugly. Can you guys replace the fridge?
The hell?
So then Sunday,
yeah, that's a way to rent the place.
Yeah, I know. She's
we'll take it. Ugly fridge and all. Yeah, we'll take it.
We're in.
Yeah.
Discount on the fridge. And so then Sunday, they went to, I was supposed to go with them, but I was having my wonky eye. So I'm like, take these kids and get out of here. And Doug took them to the place near Froggy in Town and Country. And that's a nice place. What does my daughter do? They were showing it to a Bucks player.
Whoa,
Yes.
Really?
Mommy, kitchen make me vomit.
Breaking news. So, Dig Dug, you weren't at this one. So
No.
this was Dig Dug and your daughter.
Yeah.
And they're showing this to a Bucks player?
Yes.
Like a longtime Bucks player
No.
or a new Bucks player?
A new one.
They're showing, so
Yeah.
this Bucks player, and this was the Davis Islands?
No, this was, I forget the name of the neighborhood, but it's like Town and Country area. Like,
All right,
yeah.
so showing this new Bucks player,
Memorial,
this
yeah.
particular house, rental property.
Watch out for the bear.
And what, exactly, what happens there?
So they go into that one, and this is a nice place. It's great. And they go into the garage, and my daughter goes, they're all standing there, and she goes, it stinks in here.
Oh, my God. She's like,
gagging?
She's torpedoing all of your rental properties. You know what?
Dude, she's a horrible sales girl.
Did you tell her to shut up? Is Doug like kicking her?
Yes.
Doug's like, shut up, kicking the kid.
He had a talk with her on the drive home. Honey, what did we talk last night? He's like, what did we talk about when we're showing the property people? We don't want to say negative things, mean things about it.
I got the list of upcoming things that Roxanne's daughter's going to say while they're showing rental properties. Okay. Mommy, did you tell him about all the termites?
Yeah.
Mommy, tell him about all the termites.
Asbestos. What is it? Asbestos?
Well, I heard you and that's another one. I heard you and Daddy talking about there's an asbestos problem and something about mesothelioma. All right, hold on a minute. Radon gas. Oh, yeah. Hey, your little 6-year-old could say while you're showing the house, there's a big, bad radon gas problem in here. You're going to get lung cancer. All right, what else could there be? Oh, sinkhole.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, did you tell this guy that this house has a big sinkhole problem?
Mom, Dad, did you tell him that this is the house you had to redo because the whole thing smelled like cat pee when you walked in?
Oh, wait a minute.
That sounds like a real life scenario, Roxanne.
Hey, Mom, Dad, did you tell this guy looking at our house right now? Did you tell him about the triple murder?
Mommy, I see dead people.
So do you have to
Evelyn Jade, come to the light. Come to the light.
Mommy.
Evelyn Jade, come to the light.
Mommy, I can see ghosts. I see a lot of ghostly presence in this house.
So do you have to disclose to a potential renter that there was a triple murder at one of your
Great
properties?
question. There wasn't, by the way.
It was a double murder, right? We all know that. we remember the headlines.
Some states, I don't know about Florida, but there are some states where you have to disclose if there was something unsightly or something that was out of the ordinary. I think there are some places where you have to reveal that it's like a murder house or somebody died in the house. I don't know what the story is here in Florida, but there are some states where I think you have to disclose that.
All right, so almost every house that's over, 50 years old had somebody probably kicked the bucket in
That's
it.
not necessarily true.
Old man Bob is haunting my house.
Yeah, right?
The guy who died in the kitchen. Whatever.
Grandma kicked the bucket in the Barker Lounge.
Mom, did you tell him about the airplane engine that fell through the roof like in Donnie Darko?
Wow, Evelyn Jade.
That's
quite an imagination.
It's very specific.
I see bunny rabbits.
Well, the Bucks player did not take the house.
How about the little girls that pop up in the dresses at the end of the hall? Would you like to play?
Play with us, Evelyn Jade.
Play with us.
Play with us.
All right. The Bucks player probably made a good choice. Like, oh, this kid's right. This garage does smell. I'm out of here.
Yeah, and his rationale was like, oh yeah, it's not as modern as I would like it to be. It's
so he said no?
He said no.
He turned you down.
He turned us down.
Good
because
job,
of the
Evelyn.
stinking garage.
Did you tell him in 2 years when he's trying to bust into the XFL, he'll wish he had this place? Hey, listen.
You know, one thing I've never done is bring Max or Luke to a business meeting. Could you imagine?
We do it all the time.
Hey, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Babysitter.
We've got like 4 of them.
Yeah, then where the hell were they? You're dragging
Were
your
they
kid. Your
all?
kid torpedoed 2 real estate deals.
Bringing your kid to a cop-like day. You're bringing him.
We show up to the police training or the police events on Friday, and Roxanne just kind of, in her always optimistic, boppy way, just kind of pulls in, and I'm like, you brought your kid? And she's like, yeah. I was like, there's going to be guns and crashing cars here, and it's going to be like 4 hours in the sun. Rox, you really don't have to be here. She's like, no, I want to. I want to show up and show my support. I was like, none of us need your support. Just go. And she stuck around for an hour, and she did the obstacle course. But Evelyn Jade was fit to be tied the whole time.
She was hungry. She was hot. She was like, get me out of here. She was giving Fester
she was
stink
cranky?
faces.
Cranky.
What are you
Fester put it in
thinking?
her head too. He's like, she's not going to like this. She heard that. She's like, I don't like this. But she did finally get happy. You probably heard it on the video I shot for you,
Yeah,
Fester.
after they gave her the pepper spray.
Yeah.
Well, right. She got happy. She sidled up to one of the officers who was telling her all about what it's like to get arrested and what she's like, tell me what the inside of jails look like. What's in there? She was happy then.
I want to use the taser on mommy.
If Evelyn Jade would have had a taser, she would have popped her mom right there.
Mommy and Daddy have handcuffs like these, too.
All right, I got to talk about a couple of airplane stories here.
Yes.
I can't believe that. Are you being a wise ass?
No, I mean,
No,
are you
Froggy
talking?
is.
You mean like boring? You're boring, like talking about the specifics of airplanes,
Are you
like the engine models and whatnot? Or are you gonna
No,
get some good stories?
I'm not talking about the Wright brothers or
like
anything.
when you go
No.
to your house and you're like, yes, and you hear an airplane, you're like, that's a G-42 14 F-33 SR-72. That is
It
a
would be
real
an
thing.
SR-71. Not an SR-72. It's an SR-71. All right, so I don't know what parent would allow this to occur. And there's a photo to prove this. Andrew, we got to get this up on our website. A parent allowed a kid to plank across 2 airplane seats.
Wait, planking like what was popular a few years ago?
Yes. A kid planked not in the row itself, like across the armrests. The kid was planking during the flight on the tops, the seat back tops of 2 seats from one row to the next. And the mother's like allowing the kid to do this on a flight.
Which was the mom videotaping it?
Yeah, this was a discussion on Reddit, and the picture was up there. And there was a posting on Reddit that was titled, "This kid was running up and down the aisle using the seat as his own personal jungle gym." The photo shows the kid planking across the tops of 2 seats. And, I mean, how could this have been allowed? Here, look at this. I'm gonna hold this image up to MJTV right now. Can you see that? Can you see this kid?
I see his feet hanging over one
There
side.
you go. Look
and
at
his
that.
neck is over the other chair.
Look, can you imagine? Look at Fester's screen is in full color. Can you imagine a parent allowing that to occur on looks like an Airbus A320 maybe?
He was just doing that like messing, like that's how he was laying the whole time?
He was planking across the tops of 2 seats.
I would have knocked his feet down so fast.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that is a really great ab workout.
Yeah.
What he's doing right now.
This
his
kid has
abs.
a really strong core.
Kid's like 6 years old. So, I mean, what parent allows their kid to do that? Looks like it might have been a Delta flight. I'm just looking at the safety card in the seat. I don't know.
So it doesn't look like there's anybody in the seat behind them where the feet are taking up half of their head space.
Yeah, that seat might have been empty, but still, what parent says, yeah, I'm going to let my kid plank across the top of 2 seats on a commercial jetliner?
Some people are dumb.
Yeah, I would never do that, but I will say that some kids just love to plank everywhere they go. My daughter's like, Daviana's like that.
She did it at the sale the other day, right?
that was Evelyn Jade.
No, Daviana was there too. She planks everywhere. But I mean, I would never let her do it on a plane.
Whose kid planks everywhere?
It's just like her, if she sees 2 objects where she can balance her, feet on one end.
I'm the same way.
I'll eat a plank of fried fish.
All right, then we have a passenger who was dragged off a Southwest flight leaving New Orleans. I don't know what it is. Every week now, we seem to have a handful of stories. We used to have scattered stories, like one every, couple of months. Or now it's like a handful every single week. This out of control, allegedly drunk passenger was arrested, dragged off a Southwest Airlines flight from New Orleans. Other travelers on the plane were cheering on the Southwest plane. Some of it was caught on cell phone video. Kansas woman Cameron Gibson was detained following an outburst that ended with her allegedly biting and kicking a sheriff's deputy at the Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. I see trees.
Oh, God. Really?
What are you talking about? You guys want to do the show? You got a problem with me talking about Louis Armstrong? Come on, Roxanne, let me hear your Louis.
No. I can't do it. It sounds like
come on,
Oscar the Grouch.
Let's go.
25-year-old appeared drunk on board. The flight was scheduled to take off. It had to return to the gate.
I want to make more Louis Armstrong jokes.
Me too.
They're trying to cuff this woman on the airplane.
Welcome to the Louis Armstrong Airport. In Airside A, you'll find restaurants.
Louis, you're losing
Delta, Southwest.
Louis.
Baggage claim 1.
Are you done?
This is when he putters out like we talked about.
He does. He eventually starts something. You can't complete anything anymore.
No, what happens
it's like you just ramble.
Okay, so what happens is I start my Louis Armstrong impression. And the next line I want to say is so cancelable, I self-edit myself on the fly.
What are you doing?
Yeah, and then
Louis Armstrong can't say that.
So they have to think of something else, and I have to go with restaurants.
Now listen to this.
7:30 p.m. when I paid for my flight.
Get off.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, yeah.
Thank you.
So here they're removing the lady from the airplane.
Can I please have my phone?
We got it.
You're making it worse. No, I literally need my phone. I paid for that.
Hold on.
Can you please get my phone? I am so confused what's happening.
That's all.
Then here come the cops. The cops are going to cuff her.
What's happening?
Yeah, well, we're not.
They've got your.
Can you explain?
Looks like you're getting under arrest.
What's happening?
He's like, what's happening? Guy says, looks like you're under arrest.
You got the phone in.
All right, so then they drag her off the airplane. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, here's another story. Plane headed to Las Vegas from California on Friday last week. Intoxicated passenger starts insulting everybody, offending everyone on the flight. So they had to get her off the plane. She's standing up, and she's just...
It's a great video, man.
What is?
That what you were just playing.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, the video from New Orleans is fantastic. So I don't know what. And then here, a Delta flight, passengers jumped on a Delta Airlines flight, unruly passenger. They jumped into action to detain this individual, described as being violent, broke free. He was already being restrained and broke free from the restraints. International flight was from Paris to Detroit. Delta Airlines, and they had to do an emergency landing in a Canadian airport because a 34-year-old was causing fear in the cabin. They didn't know what the hell they had to land in Canada to get this guy off the plane.
Oh no!
All right, stop with the Louis Armstrong.
My apologies.
There's only one Louis for this show.
Stop.
We got to do it in Louis. It's Louis Armstrong and Louis Anderson.
I'll think to myself,
what a wonderful
world.
We should do a duet.
I'll do a duet with you.
You got it.
Give me a Louis Armstrong at the
It's
Fat
the
Albert.
Louie show.
Oh my God!
This is great.
All right, folks. We have a traffic alert. Pat joins us live in studio. All right, Pat, what's going on with traffic?
Hold on,
What's the
Pat.
deal?
It is not a wonderful world on the interstates right now.
Wow.
Southbound 75 at Fletcher, 3 lanes blocked. Only the inside lane open from an accident. And then in Pinellas County, we've got a center lane and a right lane blocked south of Gandy, approaching 54th Avenue. Both of these monster backups. Keeping you updated. I'm Pat George.
Well, you don't have to do the whole. Well, this is live. You don't have to give me the whole recorded
Well,
spiel.
I just want to let you know when I was over.
Pat, you don't have to say this is Pat George.
Hey, Pat, you sort of look like you're one of my brothers. You look like we're related.
Pat does look like he could be one of Louis Anderson's brothers, like the thinner brother.
Wait, where'd other Louie go?
Go ahead, guys. Can I? Guys, I'm talking about traffic here.
Right.
Sorry.
So the I-75 Fletcher deal, and that's north-south. You said
southbound.
Southbound. What caused the accident? Do we know what's involved?
Speed, following too close, cell phone, could be in
How many do we know how many vehicles, trucks involved?
3 or 4 vehicles, and the one on 275 around Gandy, that's involving a fire vehicle.
Oh, man.
What do you mean, a fire truck?
Well, it's kind of one of those apparatus trucks where they have all of the tools and the tools and things.
Right.
Oh, the apparatus truck.
Yeah.
That's not the hose truck.
And what, did somebody hit the apparatus truck or the
Correct.
apparatus
It
truck?
kind of got sandwiched in there.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a mess down there. So there's all kinds of units that show up for things like that, too.
Yay. All right.
There's a positive to this that the apparatus truck is already on scene. You don't
Wait
have
a
to
minute,
bring
hold
any
on.
extra equipment.
The apparatus truck was involved in the accident or the apparatus truck got hit responding to an accident?
No, it was involved. Somehow someone tried to change lanes. You can see where it ran right in the side of it.
Oh, gee. This is like a St. Pete fire vehicle?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it is St. Pete?
Yes.
So they're like, hey, bring the jaws of life. And it's like, Sarge, it's already there.
It's right here.
The apparatus truck is on scene already.
Everything is right here. Look at that.
Thank you, Pat.
Unless they can't get the compartments open because they're all smashed in.
You know, there are people stuck in those backups. Do not think that's funny.
Listen.
I don't
Yeah, you tell him, Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah, you tell him, Pat.
I'll punch you in your nut.
Yeah, tell him.
Come on, Fist.
It's a Louie and Louie show. We're in control.
Welcome to the Louie and Louie show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
What the heck's wrong with you guys? What the heck am I working with here?
You're really not nice to Pat.
I'm not nice to Pat. I'll punch
Hey, Roxanne, I could just see if this happened to you because you're like a hypochondriac to begin with.
Agree.
You agree, right? I
Agree. She doesn't even say a sentence. Just one word. Agree.
There is a story that broke yesterday about a testing company that sent out letters to more than 400 people.
I couldn't even click on this. I know what
Would
you're going to say.
you like to finish the story?
No,
she
you-
couldn't.
you
All right,
say it.
why don't you just suck the words right out of my mouth?
Oh, she can't even let you finish the
Didn't
sentence.
they? I just saw a headline about it, and I was like, "Oh, that would happen to me. This is so terrifying." Didn't they send out the wrong information? Like they did a blood analysis, and they sent people back information that they had cancer or they had some bad stuff.
What?
Yep.
Yep.
So more than 400 people who signed up for a pioneering early warning cancer test were mistakenly told that they likely had cancer.
Okay.
Over 400 people. So they sign up for it's Grail Incorporated, and they confirm that these letters were sent to patients that were involved in like trials and tryouts for their flagship test, Galleri, which has been suggested that it's revolutionary in detecting more than 50 types of cancer before the symptoms actually appear.
50?
Yeah, 50. And it's like an early warning cancer detector. And 408 people who signed up for the trial testing got letters saying, yeah, you got cancer or you're getting cancer. And apparently it was just inadvertent. It was just not accurate.
Our show took the test and it came up Fester.
It's not. That's not funny.
But
I think if you get that news, it could like cause cancer or exacerbate
Anxiety.
Yeah.
It's not going to cause
Give you a heart attack.
It's not going
anxiety.
to cause it.
Give you a heart attack.
Yeah, for real.
I was diagnosed with bad news cancer.
It'll totally screw with your head, but it's not going to give you
Well,
cancer.
if you were prone to it, it brings you that much closer.
That's terrible. That's a
Yeah.
terrible, terrible story.
Wow, think of the relief though when you get the news that it was a mistake.
Yeah, but
they're like, oh my gosh.
Little bit of a glitch. Just a slight glitch going on here. All right, Froggy, I've got an energy little shot warning for you. You know, you take these 5-hour energies, you're drinking all this stuff. I've got a warning. There is a confusion between two products, and apparently the FDA says that people are dying. So a confusion. Froggy, you must hear this next.
What?
All right. Also, we've heard that like the non-bride, that women should not wear white to a wedding. Do you know apparently there's another color?
Yes, I read this.
Have you ever heard of this prior?
I never heard of it, and then I started like going back in time thinking about, have I done this?
All right, so there's another color that allegedly, if you wear this to a wedding, oh my God. All right, we'll explain what that is and a whole lot more coming up in just a minute. Also, Duran Duran tickets at Amalie Arena, June 17th. We've got your tickets coming up very, very shortly in the 9 o'clock hour. So keep listening. 9 o'clock hour, we've got tickets to Duran Duran. Also, don't forget about our 9:10 must-hear story. So top content, 9:10 this morning, must-hear item is coming up on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And it's actually it's a pet peeve of mine. It's driving me nuts. This is all over the place. Wherever you turn, you run into this crap. And I'm just sick of it. And that's why I don't do it. And I'm sick of it. Did I say I was sick of it?
I think I missed it. Did you?
All right, I'll explain. It's all coming up next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. That's the worst freaking idea I've ever heard. I mean, I want no part of that.
What are you talking about?
Welcome back. MJ Morning Show, Q105, MJ and the Crew, 856. 4 minutes away from turning into 9 o'clock, and sometime in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll give away Duran Duran tickets, Amalie Arena, June 17th. Coming up shortly, Duran Duran Live are incredible. We'll give away free tickets in just a bit. Also, the must-hear 9:10 story is coming up in just minutes. Yeah, listen, guys, I'm not promoting it. I'm not going to talk about it.
What?
If you guys want to do this on your own.
You better promote it more than your Instagram.
Listen, I am not going to promote this. If you guys want to do this ridiculous cockamamie story on your own, this whole concept, you do it. I just want no part of it. And this is the only time I'm going to say this. I got Froggy and Fester over here.
I bet you if you took votes, people would want it.
Conspiring. They want to do a Louie and Louie podcast where Fester does the voice of Louie Armstrong, and then Froggy does the Louie Anderson voice.
Yeah.
We'd be the two hosts, and we'd go back and forth and banter, and then we'd...
Hey, Louie Anderson here. I just booked our first guest.
Did you, Louie? Who do we have on?
All right, stop
the
it.
author
Guys, stop
of Woke Workplaces.
All right, there's going to be
most
no
banned
guys.
books.
There's going to be no Louie and Louie podcast. That's it. That's the only time I'm going to let you mention that. If you guys want to do it, you guys. I never want to hear that again.
You're
the Texans like it.
Somebody put a poll up on the fan page.
What do you guys think of the Louie and Louie podcast? Let's look to the board. Number one answer.
What is it?
Do it! All right! Yay! Louie, how do you feel?
I think it's beautiful. Really beautiful.
You're going to have to come up with more answers than that. The Louie Anderson family.
I see skies are blue. And trees are green. Trees are green.
Let's hope the podcast doesn't make you want to Ray Kroc yourself.
All right, that's it. What?
What's his name? Oh, Ray Kroc was the McDonald's.
Ray Kroc is
I'm thinking of McDonald's.
He was
I'm
the
sorry.
McDonald's guy.
Ray Kroc is the McDonald's
I'm
founder.
Starving.
You're thinking of Ray Combs.
Yes, I can't find a line big enough.
Stop. All done. That's it. All
I
over.
tried a Carnival Cruise Line anchor chain to hang myself.
You know what? I'm dumping that. I just dumped that.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't strong enough.
All right, that's stop it.
All right.
That's ridiculous.
You know, maybe this is a bad idea.
Stop it. I'm moving on. You know what I haven't heard? I thought it was supposed to be rectified last week, and it's not.
What?
Guys, let me do the talking here because I don't want to slip.
Oh, okay. Then.
Oh.
The major problem that we've had here for like 3 weeks.
Don't even talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to mention but we have a major problem. And if you're a regular listener to the MJ Morning Show, I've brought this up on several occasions without specifics because, frankly, I can't give specifics. When it's all fixed, when it's all said and done, when the problem is rectified, then I can talk about it.
Dude, it's been it's not the fourth week?
I think it's 3 weeks. It's ridiculous.
I am amazed and horrified that it hasn't been done like in 2 hours.
This is ridiculous. Hang on a minute. You know what I'm calling Max.
What? So you're going to have like a cagey conversation with Max
No,
about
you
this?
can't.
You can't do that
Yeah,
because
yes, I can.
Max might slip. Does he know that we're not like? You have
Max
to preface it with.
Max is not going to slip. I'll preface it.
We'll explain that to him.
Max is our chief engineer.
He's not one to use extra words.
And he has great balance. He won't slip.
All right, Max is a cool guy.
Sorry. Yes. You must first dial a 1.
Son of a, where does he live? I got to dial a 1. What the hell?
Is Max the one who has to take care of this? I don't think it's his.
No,
Why are you even calling Max if we can't talk about it?
We are going to talk about it, but I just want to know when the problem is going to be rectified.
Oh.
All right? And then, folks, wait till you hear what we're blowing the lid right off of this thing once it's rectified.
Then there's no lid to blow off of it, just so you know.
No, there is.
But the length of time.
Yes, it's the whole story is what's essential here. All right, is he not going to pick up?
Nobody picks their phone calls up anymore.
Yeah, what's going on? Everyone, pick up your phone.
It's 2023.
Did you set Max up, or is this just
No, it's a cold call.
This is ridiculous.
Please leave your message.
What do you mean it's ridiculous?
Nobody answers their phone. Listen, if you set them up, that's different.
Hey, I'm calling him on my cell phone. I'll just speaker to speaker. Hang on a minute. And I'm calling Max on my cell phone. Let's see if he picks this up. Tell you what, this sounds better than our phone hybrid.
Hello, Max.
He's not picking up.
Maybe he's ass deep in a transmitter right now. I don't know.
Let's hope it's a transmitter.
Or in a Denver omelet.
Listen, I guess we're not going to get Max. I didn't pre-set this up. But
what did you want to ask Max? Maybe I can answer it for you.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, because,
Please leave your message for
yeah, because Roxanne is.
All right, so I guess he's not. He usually picks up.
We should really set things like this up a little bit.
Well, dude, it's a spontaneous freaking show.
It sure as hell sounds
I'm
it.
sorry. Damn right it is. Occasionally things are going to not work out.
All
That I
right.
can't get them on the phone. Anyway.
And you said the Louie podcast sucked?
All right.
Yeah,
right. All right.
Hey, let's listen to MJ dial 15 numbers and get nobody to answer.
Shut up.
That could be a segment on the Louie podcast.
I like it.
All right, I'm moving along now, okay?
All right.
Anytime you're ready.
All right, Fester, stop it. Stop it. Roxanne, you saw the same thing I saw about not wearing this color to a wedding, right?
Yes, I did. This was news to me.
Is this true, or is this just some, jacked up urban legend crap?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be true, but I was going through every wedding I've been through over the last 2 decades trying to think if I've made this faux pas.
Can I guess?
If it exists. Yes, please.
Yes.
Can I guess the color?
What color?
Is it yellow? Because you're trying, it's too attention. All right, I was thinking maybe you're trying to get attention.
Nope, not yellow.
Okay.
Because yellow is the most popular fishing lure.
Listen, the bride is supposed to not be challenged by anyone else wearing white.
Yeah.
Right.
At a wedding, you're not supposed to wear white.
But I feel like that's it. Did that change? No, it was black. You're allowed to wear black to a wedding.
Yeah, of course you can wear black to a wedding. Okay. So you're not supposed to wear anything white to challenge the bride. But now there's a new color, and the color is...
Can I guess?
You just guessed yellow. and
guessed
you were
yellow.
wrong.
I got one more.
Okay.
What?
Brown. Because it's a downer.
No.
And it's like duty.
No, it's a Froggy stop.
No, it's just a downer. What is it?
The color is red.
Oh.
But it's not. Okay, let me just give you a little background on red.
You're not supposed to wear red to a wedding. Why?
Well, when I read the headline or like the first part of this article,
You have some background for us?
Yeah, I thought to myself, oh, okay, that makes sense. You don't wear red to a wedding because red is the kind of color that men love. Like if a woman wears a red dress, men love it. But if they're attracted to it, then other women are put off by it and intimidated by it. So I thought it was as simple as that. Like, don't be red and abrasive at a wedding and put off the other women and attract all the men.
I had never heard of this, but it turns out...
It's a sexy color.
Turns out that wearing red to a wedding, if a woman wears red to the wedding...
Okay, a couple things. One, Froggy, I send the red dancing girl dressed like in every text. That's almost like my peace out. So
like later, I'm dancing.
Yeah.
I really don't know what you just said, but
you don't know. You don't know the red. Because you have a stupid Android phone. You probably don't have the same emojis as me.
Oh, now you're insulting my phone?
You know the famous dancing girl emoji.
I have a stupid Android. You stupid.
It is a stupid phone.
All right, because you guys are all Apple elitists. All right, speaking of Apple, did you hear about the new AR goggles? Not VR goggles, augmented reality AR goggles. Is anyone going to spend $3,500?
What?
Yeah. Did you see this? Apple has debuted its mixed reality Vision Pro headset with a whopping $3,499 price.
What do they do?
And this is Apple's first major product launch in guess how many years?
Since Jobs, right?
What?
Since Steve Jobs died? No?
It might coincide with that. How many years? This is the first major Apple launch in a decade. Do you know what it is?
The last one was...
Oh, no, I just said it. I just said decade.
I'm going to guess decade.
Yeah, it's a decade. Yeah, exactly.
Can I go with 9 years?
Yeah. But this is expensive. Yesterday, Apple unveiled this long-anticipated, this augmented reality AR headset, $3,500. It's called the Vision Pro, and the Apple CEO Tim Cook debuted the device as like this big, huge item at their annual Worldwide Developers Conference event at their headquarters out in Cupertino, California. Vision Pro is a new kind of computer that augments reality by seamlessly blending the real world with the digital world. Now, listen, on the surface, this just doesn't sound like it's interesting to me. Now, will I try it? Will I put on the Apple Vision Pro AR headset to see what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will I give it a shot? Yeah. But just inherently, do I have an interest in virtual reality and, walking around in a virtual world? I don't. I mean, I can see for gamers, or there are some job simulations that this might be great for, or work situation. But just as a whole, the whole virtual reality, augmented reality world, it just really doesn't float my boat.
So a buddy of mine has one of these headsets. And
one of those? The new ones?
One of a VR headset.
Oh.
And he says it's completely changed watching movies for him. He watched the Top Gun Maverick, and is like, the planes are all over him. He felt it was a completely different sensation.
Sounds stressful.
I don't know. But
I don't want to hear about your friend's sensations while watching a movie with Tom Cruise.
What do you mean by that?
I don't get it either.
I don't mean anything by that. I don't mean anything.
Oh, Tom.
Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, Meta has a VR one coming out later this year, and it's less than $500. So what will that do to the
What
Apple?
the hell? Wait a minute. So
Meta.
hold on. Meta, Zucker creep, has a $500 headset coming out, and Apple's is $3,500.
Right.
Well, that's a big freaking difference.
Because he wants everybody to do it. Remember that creepy video he did, and he was trying to get everyone into
Oh,
Meta
that's right.
in the VR world. He wants everyone to wants it to be accessible for everybody. And I just think that
Didn't the graphics on that look like Nintendo 64?
No, Nintendo Wii. Please. It was little characters.
It'll all come along.
I don't think that can be too good for your brain if you do a lot of that. I just don't know.
9:10. So, you know what? People called me out yesterday, which I guess is a good thing. I forgot to do the big, coming off of the weekend, and we were off on Friday. I forgot to do the big 9:10 must-hear story yesterday, and I had people emailing me, hey, MJ, what's the matter? You already canceled your new 9:10 story deal? Why didn't you do... folks, thank you. Thank you for paying so much attention to the show. I really do appreciate it. So every morning at 9:10, I'm doing the must-hear story. So just a top item that it's something that's driving me nuts, something that I love. It's just going to run the emotional gamut. Let me tell you about something that's driving me nuts. And I'm so sick of it. You don't hear about it on the show. Maybe a year ago we played ball once or twice on this crap, but I'm done. I'm done. All these stupid Zodiac stories about, your Zodiac sign tells you this and that. And I pulled a couple of examples. I'm not doing the stories.
Excuse me, you have Roxanne in the room who's a big believer in that. You jerk.
Yeah, I mean, it's like pseudo-religion for her, and here you are poo-pooing it.
It's okay, tell me your problem.
Because it's the dumb clickbait stories.
I hate that too.
You're right. So I know
it too.
I know that Roxanne is going to hate what I'm talking about. I know she's going to be in agreement with me. It's these dumb Zodiac related, like, you got to do this or eat that because of your sign. Oh, this is the best thing for your sign. Who the hell is determining this crap?
You know what? I feel bad for you, MJ, because I think just your proximity to me, now you're getting all these stories sent to you.
What, being in your orbit?
Yes, being in my
being
orbit.
Being a moon to Roxanne?
Yes, exactly.
That's all we all are.
I'm just a moon to Roxanne. I'm floating debris like in the asteroid belt.
Just don't moon me while you're floating. Okay, but anyways, it's because you're near me and we talk about astrology and now you're getting all this crap. But I, too, agree. I hate that stuff. I hate the clickbait of like, which sign is the most, this sign is the most jealous. And then you just click on it just to see if it's you.
It's idiotic crap that people just made up off the top of your head. Hey, I hate to tell you this, but a lot of like the horoscopes that you would hear on radio or you'd see that's just made up crap. There's people sat around just making up ridiculous garbage.
Are you sure?
No science there. All right, listen to this. So I've got two examples of Zodiac stories that I want to just track down whoever wrote this crap. I want to punch them in the face. All right? I want to physically assault them. And two of the latest examples are this. Listen to this. Your favorite ice cream flavor and what it should be based on your Zodiac sign. Shut up. Come on. I mean, really? You're going to have people click through all 12 Zodiac signs to find out what their favorite ice cream should be? Oh, if you're Sagittarius, this is what... I'm not taking this bake. I'm not clicking on this.
What flavor did it say for Pisces?
I didn't look.
What if it's shaved?
Stop entertaining this stuff.
Chocolate chips.
Stop. I mean, they're just stupid stuff. All this Zodiac stuff, and all it is clickbait. Everyone just cares about people click.
Isn't that what everything is, though? Everything's really clickbait.
Everything in this world.
You having the 910 hot item is clickbait.
Yeah, all these IT people want anything but clickbait, and all they do is produce clickbait.
Clickbait is it, man.
Listen to this. Here's another example. Which Zodiac sign is the best kisser?
Click.
Which is? Could you
oh my God, which one? Seriously, I really want to know.
I didn't look at it. I just copied down the headline.
Where's the link?
But it's nonstop. All these stupid Zodiac stories. And just because there are people that just click on this garbage. Oh, I got to see what food I'm supposed to like. What ice cream flavor is best for me because of my Zodiac sign.
It says cotton candy for me.
Don't entertain this. Don't click.
What does it say
Don't
for
give in.
me?
Don't be a sucker.
What are you?
Stop it. No, Roxanne.
Pomegranate.
Oh my God, I love pomegranate. It's so true.
You're undermining me.
Buster?
Stop it. Roxanne.
I'm acting like I don't know.
You're
I know.
undermining me. Stop.
Walnut or butter pecan?
Stop.
That's right.
Roxanne.
Now she's just making fun of you.
Hold on. You're mocking me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all these stupid Zodiac stories and, your sign means this and you got to eat this and you got to, where's the best place to vacation based on your Zodiac sign?
Best kisser.
Stop.
Recording.
I'm turning your mic off. You can go finish up down the hall.
We'll have you on the Louie and Louie.
All right, now stop with the Louie.
She's welcome to be on our show.
All right, stop it. Enough is and you know what else is driving me nuts?
What?
Have you noticed the websites that when you're done, you try to get out and they pop up a new page? Hey, before you go, check out this. Have you noticed the rash of that stuff popping up?
Yeah, pop-ups. Those are pretty new, huh?
No.
Oh, this is
it's a whole other page before you leave.
Exactly.
And then they give you clickbait headlines again to get you to come back.
Exactly. It's a whole new deal. You're trying to X out. You're trying to get out of a story, or I go to my my bookmarks menu to click on a new site, and before it lets you go, a whole new page pops up. Hey, before you go, check out these great stories. That's becoming really annoying, and that's becoming...
Guys, I'm the top kisser on the list.
Oh, my gosh.
Son of a bitch.
It's amazing.
Are you serious?
This stuff is so true.
She wrote it.
Believes it. She wrote it.
Really?
She could be the author.
She interviewed for the
Are
article.
you getting pleasure out of really ticking me off that here I'm excoriating and chastising all this silly Zodiac BS, and
This is the best news of the day.
You're blurting out. You had to go hunt down the best kisser?
Good for you.
Astrological sign story?
Just because your astrological sign has the worst breath, you don't have to be jealous.
Stop.
I'm on the worst breath right here.
Stop it. Yeah, what's my sign? You don't even know.
She has Sagittarius.
I'm not a Sagittarius.
Scorpio.
No, I'm not a Scorpio. What?
Zodiac.
No. There's no Zodiac sign called Zodiac.
I don't know this stuff.
You don't know any other sign.
My God.
Don't ask me.
All right, Roxanne, stop, please.
Well, it's official.
Thank you very much.
It's official. You're the best kisser.
Lock it up.
Stuff's driving me nuts. I was trying to get a hold of Shorty Shane. What the heck is he doing?
Oh, my God. I hope he's okay. I'm really worried about him.
I spoke to him yesterday, and now he's not answering his phone.
Listen, if I'm the guy who kicked that door in Polk County and I see this midget on the news ratting me out, I'm kicking in his door.
Just shut up. Are you insane?
Shorty Shane should just be really high alert.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have exactly talked to the Jews.
All right, calling Shorty Shane. If you missed it, Shorty Shane was on the news. He was on Channel 8 at 5:30 yesterday because he moves out of St. Pete. There were a bunch of punks in the neighborhood harassing him and his parents. And he moves out of the neighborhood, moves to North Lakeland, and then there's a home invasion at like the house next door to him in his brand new neighborhood. Like, what the heck is going on? I hope Shorty Shane's all right, man, because it's unlike him not to respond to 7 texts. And answer is, hey, do you have Cash's number?
Yeah, let me give him a call.
Cash is reliable. He'll pick
Yeah, while we try to track Shorty Shane down.
Live, this is News Channel 8 at 5:30 on your side.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Lee.
And I'm Josh Benson. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Sheriff Grady Judd is asking for the public's help to identify 2 intruders in Polk County. Security video from a home in North Lakeland shows 2 masked robbers breaking in with people inside.
And then the story goes on to say, and Jeff Patterson, the Channel 8 reporter dude, interviews Shorty Shane.
Shane Moore is new to the neighborhood, but says it doesn't appear to be the type of place where a home invasion would happen.
Everybody here is friendly, man. We get along. We party on the weekends. We're out in the street. We're playing cornhole.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says the thieves broke down the door and entered the home, but didn't get away with anything.
So,
playing horseshoes, long jarts.
They're playing cornhole. Is Cash answering his phone?
It's ringing right now.
How long does it take you to dial the guy up?
I was listening to the Patterson report. I'm a big I'm a big Jeff Patterson fan, like really big.
He has a poster.
I'm trying to remember why I wanted to beat him up. There was some story.
He'd kick your ass quicker than Sunday afternoon.
No, there was something happened. Listen, Jeff Patterson's a really good reporter.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is good.
You look at some of the reporters that are getting hired in this market now on all the channels. Some of these reporters are awful.
Please leave your message for 3.
Shut it off.
Man, what is going on?
Something's going. Maybe I hope they're alive.
It was a carbon.
All right, I'm pretty sure they're alive.
Are you?
No.
I'm just saying that it is very unlike Shorty Shane not to be available. I spoke to him last night. And I said we'd call him in the morning, and I've got no response. I hope they didn't have like a carbon monoxide leak in the plate or something.
No, that would be a coincidence.
That'd be terrible. Anyway, no, but it's just unlike Shorty Shane, or now Cash is not picking up. That's just odd.
I don't like this.
That's just a strange deal.
This is very sus.
What is sus?
Suspicious.
All right. Well, listen, that's just weird. Because Shorty Shane moves out of St. Pete, where there are some problems in his neighborhood, moves to Lakeland, and now you got a home that has its door kicked in.
And Grady Judd, what is it?
Who, the sheriff?
Sheriff.
Sheriff Grady Judd, yes.
Sheriff Grady Judd said that they came in and said these are kids. So obviously they were looking for adults.
Yeah. So 3 11-year-olds were home. This is 2:30 in the morning. 3 11-year-olds were home alone, no parents in sight.
Everything is really...
And then when they broke in, they said, hey, there are kids. Let's get out of here. Let's go. It's kids. So the guys leave, and this happened on Saturday about 2:30 a.m. in the Copper Ridge subdivision in North Lakeland. And now I'm worried about Shorty Shane because we can't get a hold of the guy. And he was waiting for a call this morning. He hasn't responded to texts.
He knew about you calling?
Yes, I spoke to him. We're going to call him in the morning.
Oh.
Just odd. But he was on Channel 8 last night. I was on Channel 13 last night at 5:15.
For what?
They interviewed me about manufacturers taking AM radios out of cars.
Yeah, I got a couple of still frames off of other people's TV sets. I saw you on Fox News this morning.
Hey, if you missed Fester running out of gas, it's ridiculous. Fester had to be assisted and rescued by the road rangers on I-4 yesterday because Fester just tempted fate. His car says low fuel. The needle is below the E for empty, and Fester thinks he can make it to his gas station, driving down I-4, and he runs out of gas on the side of the road, and he had to call pound 347 to get the road ranger there to gas him up with a half gallon of gas.
They were very friendly?
Of course they're friendly.
Oh,
The road rangers do a great job out there. Thank you, road rangers.
Is that all the gas he had for the day?
No, he probably had like a bunch of gallons to help people. He's out and about.
Yeah, and Fester runs out of gas on I-4. Hey, if you want to see the pictures, there's a little slideshow on my Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. If you're on Instagram, go to Certified MJ Radio and see Fester out of gas. The guy filling up Fester's car. Fester looking like a dope on the side of the road.
You know what I hate, Fester? You're
What
just dumb faces you make in pictures. You're like...
It's always kind of like an open mouth deal, like a.
Can't you just not do that?
No, we want every picture to look like a mugshot, like MJ.
I don't like your.
My pictures look like mugshots now.
Every picture you're in, you give like a half-ass, like a smirk.
Anyway,
instead of doing duck lips,
go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and see Fester broken down on the side of I-4 yesterday. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram, and while you're there, give me a follow. We will give away Duran Duran tickets next, and then the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. I got a lot of stuff to cram on here, and we shall next. Hey, when it comes to... Here we go. It is the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. 9:30 exactly. Final minutes of the program. Also, Duran Duran tickets. Let's do it right now. Let's go with caller number, how about 45? Caller 45 right now, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you're the 45th caller, you'll win Duran Duran tickets right now, Amalie Arena on June 17th. And they are awesome live, I'll tell you that right now. So June 17th, right here in town, Duran Duran. Caller 45, you get tickets right now, 800-990-1047.
Have you ever seen Duran Duran live?
I have. 800-990-1047. That is how you get in. Good luck, 800-990-1047. Where the hell's Roxanne? Where the hell's Froggy?
I don't know.
I've got this story which is totally aimed and directed at Froggy. Is he medicating right now?
Probably.
Yeah.
I have a hard enough time keeping track of myself around here.
Froggy, where are you, buddy? Come on, dude. We're on the air, but we're back for 2 minutes. Come on, dude.
He's limping.
Oh, no, he's limping. What is going on? What?
Are you okay, buddy?
Dude, what did you break a hip?
What's wrong?
Dude, what'd you
talk?
Nothing, I'm just faking it.
What?
He's faking it.
I went to the restroom.
Come
I'm just
on.
faking it.
Hey,
I'm doing the Willy Wonka.
Do you remember the story that I teased earlier? I'm like, you got to hear this. I don't want you to die.
What? Go ahead, tell me.
People, listen to this headline. People are confusing this for that and are dying according to the FDA. It's the Food and Drug Administration. So what is this and that? The FDA is warning people like you, Froggy, not to confuse small bottles of energy drinks with poppers.
Oh, yeah. They have those up by the impulse section.
Yeah.
And it has like guys like with, is it like for working out?
Listen, the agency, the FDA, reported it continues to see cases of people dying or being severely hurt after consuming poppers that resemble and often are mistaken for popular energy drink shots.
Wow, do those give you more energy?
Yeah, poppers are products that contain amyl nitrate, a chemical compound that is typically used to treat chest pains. People are inhaling it for recreational use or to enhance sexual experience.
Inhale? Well, if you inhale it, how can it be mistaken for an energy drink?
And doctors say individuals who abuse it, even in small doses, can put themselves at risk for long-term neurological problems. And I just know you pop 5-hour energy. Some brands packaged in bottles similar to 5-hour energy include Rush, Super Rush, Jungle Juice, and Sub-Zero.
Whoa, never heard of any of them.
A single mistake can prove fatal. We continue to receive reports of people dying or being severely injured after consuming poppers that resemble and often mistaken for popular energy drinks. Wow. Poppers can cause blood vessels to dilate, which leads to blood pressure to go down. Anyway, Fester. Is that Shorty Shane?
Oh, it's Cash.
Where's Shorty Shane?
He's missing.
Okay, MJ, listen. It's been a hold on. Oh, listen, hold on.
No. I'll call. Give him his number. Hold on. Give
Cash. Listen, we're gonna call Shane back on his number right now.
All right, tell Shane to pick up the cell.
I'm gonna hang up with you. We're gonna call Shane back on his number. Bye.
All right, so Froggy, just be careful. Here's the story, man, because you guzzle these 5 energies, and you don't want to accidentally start like jamming down Rush.
All right,
Been a fan for years.
Yeah.
So MJ at Shane's house right now.
Yeah.
Some listeners of ours in their neighborhood started knocking on their door.
Are you serious?
Texter told me he was going to. Bobby.
Really?
What's going on with people? Leave them alone.
MJ's trying to get a hold of you. They're on the radio right
All
now.
right, hang on a minute. Let me give out the tickets because I got caller 45 right here. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
This is Mark.
Mark, where are you calling from, Mark?
All the way from Northport.
From Northport. What is your favorite Duran Duran song?
I have a macaw named Rio.
Oh, yeah. So you have a macaw, like a blue and gold?
That's it. Just like the cartoon.
And your macaw is named Rio after Rio by Duran Duran?
It's actually not after Rio, but that's my favorite song.
In celebration. Well, guess what, Mark? You're caller 45, and you're going to Duran Duran. You just won the tickets.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're in. You'll enjoy the show. Amalie Arena, June 17th. You got Duran Duran tickets. I'm going to put you on hold. Andrew's going to get all your information, and enjoy the show, all right?
Thanks, everybody. Hi, Roxanne.
Hi, how
What's
are
up
you?
with that, man?
Yeah, seriously,
Kids
bro.
out of us?
Yeah.
Punk.
James just being polite. Thank you.
If I'm being honest with you,
Love the show.
You could have lied to us and said your bird was named after the Duran Duran song.
Okay.
Yeah, not really. No, it's not.
He
named
says he loves the show, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't say hi to Fester and Froggy. He said hi to Roxanne. Hey, Mark, thank you for listening, buddy.
You're welcome.
All right, enjoy the show. All right.
If he just singled one of you out, that would not. I mean,
This guy sounds like management around here.
So what's the deal? I'm supposed to call Shorty Shane now?
Yes.
So
Cash went into
just stop for a second. We talked about Shorty Shane not being available. Where the hell is he? And already people in his neighborhood knows he lives there. And especially, you tell me some guy went and knocked on the door after hearing that we were trying to get a hold of him?
I called Cash on my phone. He didn't answer. He was still asleep. They got some knocks on the door. They're awake now. Cash walked into Shane's room. You can hear a little dwarf snores.
Yeah.
And he's awake. He's ready. So give him a buzz.
All right, hang on. All right, so calling Shorty Shane right now. He should be available to take our call.
Later than that.
Hello?
Dude, we're trying to get a hold of you. We thought maybe you got murdered or something. I mean, there was a home invasion next door to you, and suddenly we can't get a hold of you.
Nah, man, they're not. No, they can't catch me.
All right, and then is it true that a neighbor of yours was listening to the show and then knocked on your door and woke you guys up?
Yeah, she literally is banging our door down.
Bro, they just banged
We
our
thought
door
she
down.
was the police.
Fucking-
Oh, man, this is hysterical.
and now we're in a whole group chat, and they're like, "Oh, MJ's ragging on Shorty Shane. Why isn't Shorty Shane answering?"
Oh, it's hysterical. Anyway, this is the audio bite again. So Shorty Shane leaves St. Pete, and we had Shorty Shane on the show. He had a bunch of, like, punks in the neighborhood, some punk-ass kids that were giving him a hard time, harassing his parents. Shorty Shane leaves St. Pete, moves to North Lakeland, and suddenly there's, like, this home invasion last Saturday night. Door next door gets kicked in at 2:30 in the morning in the Copper Ridge subdivision in North Lakeland. And Shorty, what do you think about moving from one problem to another?
That's the thing, man. This neighborhood's awesome. Our neighbors are freaking amazing, and I don't know, wasn't expected.
Yeah, so what do you think? Is there any speculation? What are the neighbors saying about why the door got kicked in at 2:30 in the morning? You have 3 11-year-olds in the house alone. The parents were out somewhere, but do we have any idea? Is there any speculation on what these home invaders were after?
I'm not sure. Grady Judd said it seems like it was a target, possibly.
Yeah.
But nobody knows.
That's crazy. I love this. So Channel 8 goes out to do a story, and Cash, Shane's good buddy and videographer for all of Shane's video content, Cash says, dude, Channel 8's outside. Hurry up. Get in the middle of this. Yes.
You got to get in front of that camera.
I ripped him out of
Just
bed.
imagine. Yeah. he
Hold on,
ripped me out of
hold on,
bed.
Cash. What happened?
I went from bed to the news in like 3 minutes.
Wait, so Cash, you ripped him out of bed?
Oh, yeah, I banged on his door just like I just did now for you. I went in here and I was like, yo, they need you. Open up.
I mean, look at Jeff Patterson. Jeff Patterson is on his knees on the ground interviewing Shorty Shane on Channel 8.
Yeah, he took a knee.
All right, listen to this. Here's audio from the TV report from 5:30 last night.
Shane Moore is new to the neighborhood, but says,
Come on, Jeff, call him Shorty Shane. From the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Come on, Jeff Patterson on Channel 8. Get it right.
Shane Moore is new to the neighborhood, but says it doesn't appear to be the type of place where a home invasion would happen.
Everybody here is friendly, man. We get along. We party on the weekends. We're out in the street. We're playing cornhole.
Polk County Sheriff.
Playing cornhole? That's the excitement, playing cornhole?
It's very soundbitey. Good job.
Yeah, all right. So do you know the people that had their door kicked in?
Actually, no.
All right, so you don't know them.
Yeah, stay away from them.
Yeah, that's just a weird story. You know, Shorty Shane, I hope they get to the bottom of the story because it's really, that would unnerve me if someone's getting their door kicked in at 2:30 in the morning on Saturday night, you know?
Yeah, see, I just bought a Lamborghini, so I got to protect it.
Yeah, I was going to say, he told the news people that Shorty keeps the 40.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
guess what? Guess what? Hey, do you guys have a gun?
What?
Do you guys have a gun?
Multiple.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of...
All right, good. Yeah, because guess what? Grady Judd, we had Sheriff Grady Judd on this morning at 7 o'clock, and he said, he made a point. He said, make sure that Shorty Shane is armed and dangerous and can protect his home. And I said, we will make sure that Shorty Shane is armed.
By the way...
In fact, I suggested that you get a short barrel rifle.
Yeah, right.
A sawed-off shotgun.
Just imagine me with the AK. That's what we got.
There you go, man. Shorty Shane, I'm glad you're okay. Well, listen, we were thinking the worst. I mean, door gets kicked in next door, home invasion. We can't get you on the phone. We were thinking maybe you guys were, we didn't know.
Nah, we're good, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, Roxanne.
Yes.
Shorty Shane and I, we spoke a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago. We have a video concept where you're going to be mommy and Shorty Shane's your little baby in the stroller.
Didn't we do one where we were going to do one with the formula shortage or something like that a while back, and that didn't?
We talked about that. That didn't happen. But hang on a minute. When can we organize the shoot? Shane, remember the baby stroller idea?
Yeah.
It is that you've given me zero details, and you just want me to book a shoot.
Oh yeah, you're going to be just shopping with Shorty Shane's going to be your baby in the stroller.
Okay.
And he's going to be all dressed up like in baby onesie and everything with a baby bottle and a rattle, little bonnet on.
Are you going to stuff him in one of those baby boxes?
Yeah. No, he's going to be just being pushed in a stroller, and there's going to be all kinds of antics. He's going to fall out in the middle of the road out of his baby stroller while you're pushing, and you're going to be like damsel in distress. Yeah.
Maybe you could fall out of car seat too. Like I didn't properly fasten him in there.
At an intersection rolls out of a car seat, making a turn.
Shane, does this sound good to you?
Yeah, it sounds amazing. What's up, Mom?
Yeah, he's good to go.
I say, hey, call her Mama.
Yeah, Mama. How you doing, Mama?
All right, no breastfeeding.
Come on, Brock. You got to go there.
That's the best part.
So we got to put this video shoot together because there's some potentially very funny things.
Potentially.
Yeah, Grady Judd wants to go out to lunch now, too.
Oh, he wants to go to lunch with you?
Yeah, he wants to do a video.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'll drop him a text. And does he have your cell number?
No, he replied to me on TikTok.
Oh, and I'll tell you what. I'll send Grady Judd, the sheriff of Polk County. I'll send him your cell, okay?
Wait, Grady Judd's on TikTok?
All right, perfect.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. You guys are good.
Look at this. Shorty Shane making friends all over Polk County, his new home in Lakeland. All right, we got to have you in studio soon, okay?
Yeah, man. Let me know. I'll come down there.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. We got to go, man. What a day. Have I
What a day.
What a day.
Oh,
What a
you know
day.
we didn't talk about? Did you see the guy standing on the outside of his car while it's like on cruise control going down the road?
Is it a Tesla?
Oh, no.
It's just a regular car? and
Yeah,
he's-
regular cars have cruise control.
Yeah.
So this is nuts. On the 91 freeway out in Corona in California, this is shocking video. A guy is standing on the outside of his car. Can you imagine? Car is blowing down the interstate, and you got a guy standing up on the outside door frame, like right next to the side view mirror, and he's standing up tall as the car is just going down the road. I mean, this is absolutely insane. Hey, Andrew, can you get this video up on videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show? All right, we'll get this video up in a few minutes at mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. Folks, have a fantastic day. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.